Welcome everybody to a brand new live stream. Oh, we're gonna have some fun tonight, guys. Yes, we are indeed. Thank you for coming on to the live stream, guys. Truly, truly appreciate it. Let's get into talking about some movies, physical media. Let's get into it, guys. But first off, I want to know what is up with you guys. Who is in the live chat? Let me know, guys. Dying to find out here. Let's see. Let's go, man. Let's do this. All right. See on this one here who we got. Faith and Misery, thank you for being part of the live stream. Appreciate it. Mike Swift, been a while since your last live stream. Actually, I did a live stream last week, Mike. If you have not checked out that live stream that John and I did, dude, go back and check it out. It's 2+ hours, but honestly, it was really fun, man. So go back and check that one out. Uh, Robert makes the cut. Hey, Robert, thank you for being part of the live stream. Appreciate it, brother. The shades are on point. Of course they're on point, baby. Of course they're on point. Yes. Thank you, sir. Griff, evening, sir. Thank you for being part of the live stream. Mark, thank you so much for being here, man. God, I'm watching Speed on HBO Max. Oh, Speed. There's there's a bomb on the bus. Or hold on a second. There's a bomb on the bus. Or like, whoa. Oh, Keanu, that's like prime Keanu, man. That's 94? 95? That's prime Keanu, man. That's nice. That's good Keanu, dude. Wow, man. Oh my god. Oh, Patrick, thank you for being part of the live stream. Appreciate it, man. Faith and Misery, yes, man. Yes. Or what was oh my god, what was Dennis Hopper's like thing in that? Wasn't it he was like he's like hot shot. How long does it take to disassemble a bomb what was his whole shtick in that, man? He was so good in that movie, man. What was the whole shtick in that? I don't know. I haven't rewatched that in a long time. I gotta rewatch that, man. 94. Yeah, it was not 94. Mike, are you excited for the new Mortal Kombat movie? What were your thoughts on the trailer? I did end up talking about my thoughts on the Mortal Kombat trailer. I think like a couple out and abouts back. I think I did, and I loved it. I love the trailer. Mind you, I'm actually an old school fan of the Mortal Kombat movie. At least that first movie I was, and I'm looking forward to this one because it just looks ultra violent and just loads of fun. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous because I kind of have nostalgia for that other one, and I like the practical effects in that, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be good. I don't know, man. Let's see, Patrick. I just got done watching the Kids Choice Awards. How was that? I haven't. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched the Kids Choice Awards for a very long time. I actually really liked it. You know, back in the day when I was younger with like the slime and everything. But that was like a long time back. I haven't watched that. It's kind of like the same thing with like the MTV Movie Awards. Like I used to watch the MTV Movie Awards religiously. Like every year I would watch the MTV Movie Awards because I thought they were like the coolest thing on the planet. And I thought they were so much better than the Academy Awards than they used to be. I used to love their skits that they used to do. They used to like make fun of stuff like they made fun of Seven and all these other movies, and I loved it. And then eventually it got kind of lame and terrible, and I sort of grew out of it. The same thing as I grew out of the sort of Kids Choice Awards. But you know, for people who still love it, that's awesome, man. That's really cool. I just haven't watched it in a long time, man. I haven't. God. Let's see. Said you might want to cover up those naked shelves. Yes, Griff, thank you for. Okay, so this here is the older shelf. Okay, this is the newer shelf. So I moved all of the Blu-rays and everything over to the newer shelf. So I put so this whole shelf is full now. This new shelf is full. So now I have a ton of space over here for more pickups and all the stuff that all that physical media goodness. So that's what I have more room for. And you'll notice, especially in the next out and about video, that I had that sort of wooden brown shelf. That's gone. I mean, it's not gone. I still have it, but my girlfriend and I were talking, and we're slowly planning her moving in, and she needs shelving for her books, which is fine. So I said, "Hey, I will give up one of my shelves, get the one of the bigger shelves, and then totally have more space for my stuff. She can have space for her books." So I'm slowly transitioning to that. And in fact, I kind of want to get one more of these big bad boys so I can really have a major amount of space. But right now, I do have more space down here. It is naked. I feel a little naked, Griff, but trust me, it will get filled up. Guaranteed on that one, man. Trust me. Let's see here. Yes, pop it mid-level moody. It was pop quiz. Pop quiz hot shot. I love that. Oh my god, I love that so much, man. That was so cool. God. Dennis Hopper, man. Prime coolness, man. God, that's so awesome. Um let's see here. Let's see. Fade Misery, I was just trolling HBO Max for a trailer. So good. Yeah, HBO Max, some stuff is coming out that is really good. We ended up doing a review for The Little Things. So that was one thing. We are planning, I just to let you guys know, we are planning on doing a review of that 4-hour Zack Snyder Justice League cut. I got the guys on board. We're gonna be doing it. So that 4-hour cut of Justice League, we are gonna be doing a review sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks. We're gonna be doing a review on that. Also, Godzilla versus Kong and a lot of other stuff that is coming. So we've sort of planned that out at least, and other stuff coming later on as well. There's a lot of stuff coming to HBO Max. Man, I kind of feel like this year is going to be like a great year for HBO Max, just for all the new movies that are coming. But it depends on if you're into that stuff though. But if you are, it's really cool, man. First of all, thank you, by the way, Mid-Level Media, for actually being here in the live chat. I really appreciate it, man. The best movie award went haha. Oh, went to Wonder Woman 84. Really? Eight, Wonder Woman 84? Why? Why? Oh, makes no sense to me, man. Makes no sense to me. Okay. Mark, in reference to your video out and about the other day about personal preference, whether it's a DVD or Blu-ray, like both formats, that would be a great topic for a future video. I do want to definitely do more topic videos just outside of the out and about stuff. I think that would be really cool. You know what, man? I know that a lot of people are down for 4K, and I'm not against 4K. I actually really appreciate 4K when I think 4K works. I really do think when 4K shines, it truly shines. But I got to admit, man, I have friends that still collect VHS and still collect DVD. And that's all that they could do in their price range. That's all they can do. And I'm cool with it. I got no problems with it, man. As long as you're collecting, it doesn't matter whether it's VHS or Laserdisc or HD DVD or DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. If you've went, 5 years into the future and start collecting 8K, I don't give a damn. As long as you're collecting, man. And so I never got the argument of we're hating on one format over the other. I never got that, man. But whatever. People want to hate. People want to hate. I'm not one of those people, man. It's much love to anybody who collects, man. Much love, dude. Patrick, what movie are you looking forward to the most on HBO Max? I got to admit, right now, at least for this month, it is Godzilla vs Kong. Now, mind you, I am a big King Kong fan. I am a big King Kong lover. Like, I love that 1933 movie. That is like one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Is that old black and white King Kong movie. I love that one from the 70s. I do love the Peter Jackson one, not as much as those other two, but I do like it. And I really loved Kong Skull Island. I thought Kong Skull Island was awesome. Like out of all of the new like sort of monster universe stuff that they've been doing with Godzilla and Kong, like Kong Skull Island has been my favorite. And seeing Kong again in it is what gets me going. Like I kind of want to see the fight. That's my big thing. And you have no idea. Like I'm literally talking to people at work, and they're like, "Well, dude, Kong is gonna lose because you know Godzilla's got the fire breath and he's got everything." And I'm like, dude, Kong's got the uppercut, brother. He's got the uppercut. He's coming down on Godzilla, dude. He's gonna win. Come on, it's King Kong. They call him the king for a reason. Just saying. We've been having debates, man. Just to put it that way. Let's see. Pool table. Thank you for being part of the live stream. You're a funny guy. Any non-horror film recommendations? Oh my god, I can do a ton of non-horror film recommendations. I mean, what are you looking for? You're looking for comedy. You're looking for drama. You're looking for romance, thrillers, and what are you looking for? I mean, hello. Yeah, yes, I can recommend you stuff. Rat Williams, thank you for being part of the live stream. Appreciate it, brother. Um, you yeah, I that's what I'm saying. Mid level, like Wonder Woman 84 was the best movie. Like I know, like last year had Slim Pickens, and but I mean Wonder like, come on, man. There's other things. Why? Why are we picking Wonder Woman 84, man? Why? I have no idea, man. Oh my god. Chris, hey, what's up? How are you, man? Thank you for being part of the live stream. Did you get up on either of the Mondo pre-orders? I can't say, Chris, whether I did. Guess you're just gonna have to wait, man. Mark, I still collect CDs. You know, I used to have a big CD collection. About 10 years ago, I had a huge CD collection, man. I actually have slowly gotten rid of my CD collection. I went more digital with my music. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, you know, I still have an iPod and I put music on my iPod, and whether I'm at work or here at the apartment, like I'll just listen to stuff, man. But as far as movies go, I can't quite go that way. But music, I did. But look, I'm all for physical, regardless. So CDs, movies, doesn't matter. Collecting is collecting, man. You love what you love, and it's all good to me, man. Not gonna lie. Mid-level media, no problem, man. Been a big fan of your channel for a long time. Thank you, mid-level. And by the way, I will say, mid-level, I've been watching, even though you might not think I have been watching the battles that you've been doing on for a 4K D-Ray's channel. And I've been actually seeing all of the battles, and they've been really cool, really fun, and people have been calling you out, man. Damn, you get called out a lot, and I'm thinking like, you really want to challenge this guy? Okay, it seems like he has a good collection. So, you know, but those have been fun, man, and the live streams that you do and everything. You're a top notch guy, especially on Instagram. You're awesome on there. I gotta post more on Instagram, man. I keep on forgetting. I'm so busy with work and getting stuff done for the videos that I barely post on Instagram. I gotta post on Instagram more, man. But if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, FilmFan108, I'm on there. I gotta post more. I post on occasion, but I gotta post a lot more, dude. Jeff, thank you for being part of the live stream. Have you heard of the new Predator movie being made? I'm not excited about it mainly because no one can match Predator with Arnold, as Dodge movies back then were made too much better. Jeff, I did hear about the Predator movie. I actually like the idea behind the new Predator movie. I actually do. It could work. It's sort of a very stripped down survival movie. It looks like kind of where they're going with it, which I'm all for. Look, I love the first Predator movie. I love that movie. That's all. Like I love Arnold. Like, get to the chopper. I love that stuff, man. That is so good. And but I love Predator 2. I fucking love Predator 2, man. And talk about a movie that needs to get on, like, as far as I'm concerned, like a great addition on Blu-ray or 4K, man. Predator 2, dude. In fact, I thought they were gonna do a 4K of Predator 2. They were planning on doing it, and they never did, man. Or at least I don't remember them doing it. And I love like one of my favorite lines of all time is is from Predator 2. And it's when it's when Danny Glover is, I think he's like he's on the roof of the building with the Predator, right? And he's sort of hanging and he's kind of like, and he calls the Predator pussy face. And I love that. I'm like, this guy is so badass that he calls the Predator pussy face. And I'm like, that's great. And I've always wanted to meet Danny Glover, and I've always wanted him to sign like Predator 2 and be like, dude, can you like write pussy face there? And I fucking love it, man. And I was like, oh, that's so good. Oh my god, man. It's so fantastic. I love Predator 2, man. I didn't really like Alien versus Predator. Man, I didn't like that, and I definitely didn't like Alien versus Predator Requiem, or as I like to say, Alien versus Predator Rectum. I didn't like that. I kind of liked Predators. Kind. It was some stuff I liked in it. Like I liked the Lawrence Fishburne stuff. But I don't know, like the big predators versus the smaller predators. I don't know. I didn't really like that stuff, man. But I did really like The Predator. I like that newer movie, man. I know a lot of people shit on that movie. I saw it in the theater. I did a review with Bob on the channel for it. I liked it. Man, I thought it was a really great movie. And they set up for a sequel, which I know I was so pissed about that because I'm like, I really liked it and I know it's never going to happen. Oh man, so I was so pissed. But I am looking forward to the new one though. I really am, man. Oh, let's see. What we got here. Mid-level media. What is your favorite streaming service right now? My favorite streaming service is Netflix. That's still my favorite streaming service right now. It's I hear a lot of people say, "Well, there's not a lot of content on Netflix." I'm like, are you kidding me? Like I can't get through half of the shit that I want to get through with like the pickups that I'm watching, the stuff for the out and abouts. There's so much content on Netflix that I still want to watch to this very day, and so much stuff that I'm behind on. My second favorite would probably be Disney Plus, but at this point, I'm still kind of waiting for more newer content than the older content. And then probably would be HBO Max at that point. I don't have a lot of streaming services. Well, actually, I will say Prime Video, which I do like Prime Video at times. But it's honestly, it's Netflix, man. Marciano King Kong from 1976 was, yes, I love the 1976 King Kong. That is an awesome film. Yes, cheesy, but I do love it though. Patrick, I'm going to Walmart this weekend. Should I pick up Scare Me? N- no, no, Patrick, no, don't. Go back and look at the out and about that I did when I talked about Scare Me. No, don't. I'm being honest. I could rant. I don't want to rant. I don't want to rant on here. I want to have good vibes. Don't ruin it. Don't buy Scare Me. Don't. Don't. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Oh Lord. Chris, so are you a big fan of The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu? I honestly have not really watched Handmaid's Tale. I know, right? It's so popular and everybody loves it, but I have not watched it, man. I've heard only good things. My girlfriend has watched it. She actually really likes it. Um, I actually I really like Elizabeth Moss, so I should watch it, but I got to get around to watching that at some point. I've heard only good things about that show, so I got to watch it, man. Let's see. Pool table. Beggars can't be choosers, but I am partial to drama slash romance. I know you're a busy guy and appreciate the time. No, no, no. It's no problem. Table. One of my favorite drama romances from back in the day. Actually, a couple. Actually, three. One is Terms of Endearment. I love that movie. That movie is one of the only times that I cried in like a watching a drama romance. One of the only times I cried. That movie is amazing. I love Terms of Endearment, the old school film back in the 80s. Really, really great one. I also really love Steel Magnolias. Steel Magnolias is a really great one. Sally Field, Julia Roberts. Oh my God, so many of them. God, that is Dolly Parton is in that one, I believe, as well. Man, so many great ones. And like, I love all of the characters in that. It's funny, it's charming, it's sad. It's a really great one. I love that one a lot. And also, I'll also say a movie that I don't think has even gotten a Blu-ray release but before, which I'm still waiting for this movie to get a Blu-ray release, and that is Murphy's Romance with James Garner and Sally Field, I believe it is. And it's a great one. And I think Corey Haim is in there as well. Corey Haim is. And I love that one where this woman comes to this small town and has a lot of difficulties with her ex and sort of falls in love with James Garner. It's a great movie. I love that one. So there's like three right there that I really love, man. That I easily can recommend you. I'm more of an old school fan of some of these type of movies than I am more of the newer stuff. But there is some of the newer stuff I like, but it's the old school stuff that I watched when I was younger that really influenced me. And those three are some of the best ones, man. So those are at least three that I can recommend to you by far, man. Let's see. Ryan. Hey, Ryan, thanks for being part of the live stream, man. Working my home theater setup. Currently have my 65-inch Samsung 4K TV, shelving, 4K player. Got my popcorn popper hooked up. That's great. That's awesome, Ryan. Oh my God, your popcorn popper, man. That is essential. Any sort of great setup, if you don't have your popcorn popper, and actually I do. My popcorn popper is put away at the moment, but I actually do have a popcorn popper. True. Truth right there. I actually do have a popcorn popper. And so yeah, it's kind of like a no-brainer. If you don't have a popcorn popper, you can't really call it a setup. Just saying. Mid-level media, thanks so much, man. Guys like you, Duran Cinema, and Cool Dude are the reason I decided to start doing my own hunt videos. So I appreciate it, dude. You do a great job. You honestly do, man. And lumping me in with Cool Duder and Duran Cinema, like those guys are amazing. Those guys are way better than I will ever be in my entire lifetime. So thank you for putting me even close to those dudes. Um, yeah, man, you do a fantastic job. So much love to you, and thank you for the love back. I truly appreciate it, man. Let's see, Patrick, did you see? the snail reveal on the Masked Singer is. I don't watch the Masked Singer. I don't really get the. I honestly don't really get the fascination with Masked Singer. I know. Well, I guess I understand it. I just wonder to myself. I'm like, I know a lot of that stuff is based off of like stuff that they do, I believe in like Japan or China, where they do a lot of these weirder TV shows of like people dressed up in weird costumes and everything. And so they brought a lot of that stuff over to America. I know it's very big over there and now it's sort of getting big here. I just don't really see the fascination to it. But people get obsessed with it, man. Like the clues and who's under the mask, like they get into that big time. Not me, but I get it though. I guess doesn't make much sense to me though, man. Let's see here. Um, Predator 2 very underrated. Totally agree, Mark. Predator 2, I love Predator 2. Gary Busey is awesome in that. And actually, one of the things I love about Predator 2 over the first Predator is the fact of the weaponry. Like the weaponry is even cooler in Predator 2. Like I love when Predator is in the bathroom, like he got injured and he like breaks open this capsule and like pours it on like glass and stuff that he took like drywall from like the wall and everything and he clumped it in and crushing it and then he sort of mixed it together and put it on his arm and he's like ah and then like everything I'm like whoa. I'm like him seeing him like healing himself. I'm like, that's so awesome, man. Like that's like Predator 2 is underrated, man. I love Predator 2, man. I could talk about that movie all day. Mid-level media, and I'll take on anyone and everyone if you want some, can get some. Oh, I wouldn't mess with you, man. Much love, much respect. Mid-level media. Griffith, have you seen Pieces? I'm thinking about picking. I I kind of like Pieces. Pieces is weird and a little fucked up, but I like Pieces, and I kind of want to get it from Grindhouse Releasing. I really do. I don't have it in the collection, but I want to get it. And I know they have it over at my local Soundgarden, and I want it so much, Griff. And I just keep putting it off because I'm like buying other media and other things I gotta get, and like, and I even like today I was thinking about there's a Scream Factory double feature that I want, and it's out of print now, and I'm like thinking, fuck, god damn it, I don't want to pay those eBay prices, and so now I'm in search of that, on top of like wanting to get like pieces and other things. I'm like, ah, God, the search for media never ends, Griff. I'm not gonna lie, man. Let's see, Brandon, what is up? Thank you for being part of the live stream. Appreciate it, man. Patrick, apologies for asking that. No, it's all good, man. Sleepy Vampire Boy, thank you for being part of the live stream. We always chilling like a villain. Of course we chilling, baby. Of course we chilling, man. Don't we always? Come on, man. All right, here you go, man. Joe C, what's your favorite sci-fi horror film? Oh my God. First of all, Joe, thank you for being part of the live stream, man. My favorite sci-fi horror film. I mean, I guess everyone would say Alien, wouldn't they? They probably would because that's sort of like the no-brainer answer to say. But I am gonna say my favorite is, well, the ones that I can think of right now, one of them at least, is Event Horizon. I love Event Horizon. Event Horizon is one of my favorite sci-fi horror films. I remember watching that when I was younger, like for the first time, and I was blown away by it. I could like the nightmare imagery, the quick flashes of the blood and gore. I love the design of the spaceship. Sam Neill. That was one of the first times I had watched Sam Neill, and I like fell in love with that dude. I was like, oh, this guy is so evil, and I loved it. I love Lawrence Fishburne in it. I love the colors. I loved it. I love the whole like weird sphere moving around and everything. That I love that, dude. I thought it was brilliant, and it was one of the first films I had even seen from Paul W.S. Anderson at that point, which I was like, oh my god, what I gotta find more stuff that this guy did. I love Event Horizon, man. For me, that is like, to me, top tier sci-fi horror. It really is, man. So for me, that's one of my favorites by far, man. I don't know if it's many people's favorites, but it's one of mine, man. It's for damn sure. Let's see here. Aaron, thank you for being part of the live stream, Aaron. Appreciate it, man. Seth Arnold is hilarious. My favorite movie outside of him in Terminator 2 is when he's in Batman and Robin. You like him as Mr. Freeze? Oh man, yeah. People make fun of the ice puns, but he does pull off some comedic. Like, yeah, I guess he does, doesn't he? Oh yeah. Oh my God. What are some of his lines from Batman and Robin? Oh my I got it. Isn't it one of like you need to cool off, Batman. Like you're so shit. Yeah, or it's time to chill. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus, man. Like I just imagine Arnold like on the set doing this, and it's like, dude, they're paying me this shit. They're paying me millions of dollars to say this shit. Really? Like, oh fuck, man. Oh Lord. Yeah, man. He had some doozies, didn't he? Shit. Damn, man. Sleepy Vampire Boy, I got a popcorn machine for Christmas. Maybe you didn't you? Oh my God. I everybody needs a popcorn maker. Everybody does. I got one. I mean, it ain't that big, but it still works, man. It does the trick. But oh my God, it's great, isn't it? Oh Lord, man. Oh my God, Mark. I did recently purchase the original versions of the original Star Wars trilogy on Blu-ray. Fantastic restoration. Yeah, I still to this day, Mark, really, because I know they came out with that huge Star Wars box set, which I kind of wanted. I'm not gonna lie, but I was like, I want it if the original Star Wars films are on there. And I'm not talking about the stuff with the new CGI stuff in there. No, I want the originals, the unaltered editions. And it just they just won't do it. And I don't know whether Disney has the rights to that stuff, whether they actually have it, or whether Lucas has it and he won't give it to them, or whether he's destroyed it. Lucas has said in interviews for a long time, he said that he destroyed those prints. Like those prints are all destroyed. That he did that. I don't fully believe that. I still to this day don't fully believe George that he did that. I just don't even see the point why he would, even for nostalgia purposes, to keep it around. But I still to this day, and to me, like if Disney were to put that out, that would make them a shit ton of money. I mean, just think about that. The unaltered Star Wars editions in like pristine 4K quality, that would sell like gangbusters. I just don't know why it wouldn't happen, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Just saying, man. Oh, let's see here. Brandon, you are awesome. Thank you, sir. No, I'm not awesome. You're awesome. Appreciate the love, man. Truly appreciate it. Oh, let's see here. Chris. Yeah, The Handmaid's Tale is good. Definitely the first two seasons, but season three was weak, but it was decent. Hoping season four is better. I did hear that. I heard people say season three not as good, but people definitely praise the first two seasons. At some point, dude, I got so much stuff to watch. I'm not even lying. I mean, I got a lot of shit to watch, and there's 24 hours in a day, and most of that day is made up with work and planning other YouTube videos and watching stuff for like the out and abouts and the Blu-ray pickups. And I'm like, dude, the last thing I do is dive into like TV seasons, but I try my best to do it, man. But it ain't easy. I'll get to it at some point. Might be when I'm in my 90s, but I'll get to it. I promise. No. um Robbie, thank you for being part of the live stream, man. Are you related to Philip DeFranco? No, but wouldn't that be nice? Philip DeFranco is like a really popular dude, man. Wouldn't that be nice to be related to Philip DeFranco? One can dream. Maybe I'm like a distant fourth or fifth cousin. Hmm, perhaps. I don't know. Patrick, do you collect Funko Pops? I don't. I'm not actually a Funko Pop collector. Now my friend John, on the other hand, actually is. And he has a really great collection of Funko Pops. He doesn't get a lot of them. Like he's very selective, but the stuff that he does get is really fantastic. And I remember like when conventions were going on and we were going to conventions, I remember like John going up to a booth of Funko Pops and literally spending like a half hour just staring at all of the Funkos. And I sort of come up to him, I'm like, I think you should buy this one and this one and this one. And he's like, oh, I know, I gotta buy it. And he's just, which one to buy. And I know Funko Pops are a huge thing. Like Cinema Sickness collects a decent amount of them. And I know a lot of people have gotten into it. And trust me, there is some like really collectible Funkos out there. I just honestly, I can't get into another thing to collect, man. I can't do it, dude. Like I'm so obsessed with physical media, clearly, that I just can't do it, dude. I mean, God bless people who get into Funkos as well. It's just, man, yeah, man, that can easily burn a hole in your wallet, man. Easily. I just can't do it, dude. It'd be cool to get into it on occasion, but man, once you dive into it, you can't get out of it, man. I'm telling you. See here. Pool table. Thank you so much, brother. Good luck and good night. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep making people smile and being yourself. Pool table, thank you so much. Appreciate the love. Hope you enjoyed the selections. Hope you haven't seen at least a couple of them. And dude, one of the things I do, at least for me, for the channel, is that I just want to make people have a good time. You know, even with the reviews, yeah, we can be goofy and ridiculous. I can wear like, a Wonder Woman outfit or like do some weird shit. And like we're actually starting to do another review. We started doing it yesterday for a movie. We started doing like a skit, and some of the guys were here, and we were just having a ball, man. And one of the guys was like, "I can't believe I'm doing this," and we're just having fun, man. And it's just a ball, dude. It really is. Just because I just wanna get people into a fun mood. It doesn't really matter if I'm talking about physical media or whatnot. It's at the end of the day, you watch YouTube to escape from shit. You just do, man. So any time that I can help with that in one way or another is what I like doing, man. So no, I appreciate the love. Thank you, man. Honestly. Let's see. Josie, Event Horizon, great choice. Joe, Event Horizon is awesome, man. Awesome. I love that movie. So there's others clearly, but that's a great one. Film it. Pool table. You don't need ice cubes in your soda. You're cool enough. Oh, no ice cubes for this man, baby. No ice cubes at all. However, I gotta take a drink. I ain't gonna lie. Mm, let's keep on going, man. Um, Patrick, do you know if Rent a Pal is on DVD? Yes, Rent a Pal is on DVD. I've seen it at Walmart, so it is. So definitely check that movie out. I have to buy the Blu-ray, and I think I'm probably gonna order it directly from Shout because I did find the Blu-ray at Best Buy. However, the slipcovers were damaged, and I was like, "Oh God, why is?" And I'm a stickler for that stuff, so I gotta end up actually getting it through their site. So I'm gonna pick it up. But yes, I have seen it on DVD. It is. I've seen it at my local Walmart, so it is there, man. If you get a chance to watch it, do because it's really a fantastic movie, man. Let's see. Arnold and Batman is hilarious. Freeze, freeze, Batman. Arnold, God, he got paid for that shit. Oh my God. Oh, let's see. Mark, Event Horizon Fantasticum. Yes, it is a fantastic film. Let's see. Papa Hades, sir, how are you, man? Thank you for being part of the live stream. Appreciate it so much, man. Much love. Ryan, I got a bowl of popcorn. You do? You're watching me, and you have a bowl of popcorn, man. I hope you're enjoying that popcorn, dude. Let's see, Eli, thank you for being part of the live stream. I appreciate it, man. Watching the MCU for the first time, all 23 movies. God bless your heart, man. I like it so far. I'm watching them in chronological order, so I'm on Iron Man 2. Pretty good so far. You know what? I really like Iron Man 2. And man, people shit on Iron Man 2 like you don't believe. And I've always really been a defender of Iron Man 2. I like Iron Man 2. I love the story with sort of learning more about his father. I like you get to dive more into Nick Fury. You know, they of course introduced Scarlett Johansson, which Scarlett Johansson. Come on, man. I love that. I love the action. I love Mickey Rourke in that movie. Like I think that's a really underrated MCU film. Like I really like that one. Man, to start on the journey of the MCU now is really fascinating, especially where it's going, obviously with WandaVision and everything like that. You know what, man? It's a really cool time to get into the MCU if you're just starting now. I'm gonna tell you, Eli, man, there's gonna be a lot of ups. There's gonna be some downs, but honestly, stick with it. If you feel like there's moments where you're like, I don't know where this is going, or this is confusing me, or there's moments where you're like, this is terrible. Dude, that's with anything. Honestly, the MCU is one of the best over the past 10, 11 years, and, they deserve all the praise. The good, bad, ugly, they've tried it all, and they've succeeded. They're still on top, and I can't wait to see what they're gonna do next. I mean, I'm waiting for Black Widow, so we'll see what happens. But I mean, dude, enjoy the ride. That's all I gotta say, man. Enjoy the ride. Let's see, Sleepy Vampire Boy. I had some of those souvenir popcorn buckets from movie theaters that I had never used. Now I can use them with a popcorn machine, and it feels like I'm at the movies. Yeah, it does. Doesn't it, man? I don't have any sort of vintage, old school stuff from the movie theaters. I don't think I ever did actually, but that's some really great stuff, man. And I mean, you have your popcorn maker, you have your collection, you have your setup. Like that's there's something about that I love, man. There is. Not gonna lie. Oh, Lears, thank you for being part of the live stream. Appreciate it. Been watching your out and about videos for a while now. Just curious if you're a fan of David Lynch. I do love David Lynch. David Lynch is one fucked up individual, man. He does some weird movies, dude. I've always been a fan of Twin Peaks. Always been a fan of Twin Peaks. I remember watching Twin Peaks when I was younger. And I was just so in love with the mystery and the intrigue and the Black Lodge, and I've always loved that stuff, man. And one of my favorite episodes of Twin Peaks is actually the one that Lynch directed, which was the finale of season 2, which is technically before the new season came out many years later, was actually the series finale. And I loved it. It was so weird and confusing, and the backwards speak, like it's like the backward speak. I'm like, oh, what? Like I love that, and the like the little person dancing and everything, and I was like, what the fuck? Like this is weird, and I think. my favorite, like, I love Fire Walk with Me. Fire Walk with Me is fantastic. Lost Highway is a really good one. Of course, Blue Velvet. He's a great director, but not everybody can get into David Lynch, to be sure. Like The Elephant Man is another one I love. I But dude, if you can get into David Lynch, he is an entertaining filmmaker. But don't go in expecting that you're gonna like understand everything he does. But damn, is it intriguing and fascinating? At the very least, it is, man. Let's see here. Red, like your Terminator gimmick. Thank you. Red, if did you actually watch? We John and I did a review on Terminator Dark Fate, and we ended up doing a little skit at the beginning of Terminator Dark Fate where I was the Terminator, and we did like the Terminator vision, which was like really cool. I love that, man. You know what, I have a soft spot for the some of the Terminator movies, man. I just really do. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I mean, I'll never be the Terminator clearly, cause like hello, I'm not Arnold, but I can try my best, man. Oh, let's see here. Um. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you loving my chin. Appreciate that. That's what I was born with. Kind of like I kind of like feel like me and Bruce Campbell are like like long distance cousins or something. But his chin is amazing, so I can't even like compare to his chin. So, uh, well, Seth, my guy, do you collect vinyl? Oh, thank you for being part of the live stream. By the way, I am actually slowly starting to get into vinyl. I actually, on my Instagram a while back, I showed off the first vinyl that I ever got, which is Freaked. Which I actually haven't opened that because I don't have a player yet. I want to get a player, but actually, I'm not gonna lie. It was last year when I was at this small little outdoor convention thing. It wasn't really all that big. And me, John, and Van, we ended up going to this. And we saw amazing vinyl. Like amazing. They had like Creep Show 2, and they had some really old school horror soundtracks on vinyl, and we were just like sitting there like drooling over this stuff. And John actually collects a lot of that stuff. I'm starting to get into it, but I got to admit a lot of the stuff that I want is like out of print. So it's like I'm gonna have to go on eBay, and I'm gonna have to find a whole lot of out of print vinyl stuff and pay a crazy amount. So I'm slowly getting into it, but I got to get a player, and even my girlfriend is into vinyl. She loves that. She buys a lot of players and a lot of stuff. Like her favorite uh band is Green Day, so she buys a lot of vinyl from Green Day. So everyone around me gets vinyl, so maybe I'll get into it more and more. But I'm slowly getting into it. But I don't know, man. It's another thing to collect, and God, I don't know, man. I want it. Oh, paying the money, man. Damn. It's all about that green, man. Damn. I am interested in it though. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, Jason. By the time you read this, you will laugh. You were right, Jason. Oh man, okay. Oh, Chris. Hey Seth, have you catch up on The Walking Dead yet? So you can review the final season. I have not. I'm not gonna lie. Man, I haven't watched The Walking Dead since season 7 or 8. Like I know I'm not really caught up on The Walking Dead, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I fell out of love with The Walking Dead. Like I was so in love with The Walking Dead for the first 5, 6 ish seasons, and spoiler alert, but when they kill Glenn and the other dude, I thought it was like for me it was like the height of Walking Dead at that point. Like I was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing. Like I can't believe they did this." And the villain is awesome. And then the villain slowly became weak sauce. Like I'm not gonna lie, like that villain that they hyped so much eventually to me became like completely and utterly like limp dicked. Like that like he came out badass and then slowly but surely like I was like, okay, this guy is not as badass as like the governor, which I thought the governor was awesome. And and then I was like, they again, spoiler alert, they killed off Carl, and I was pissed off about that. I was pissed. I was like, you kill off Carl, like, why? Why would you kill off? It doesn't to me. It didn't make any sense to kill off Carl and some of the people that they kept and then they killed and some of the storylines. And I was like, it really became frustrating to me. So I fell out of love with it. Now I have heard it's gotten better, which I might have to get into at some point. But I don't know, man. I mean, I want to watch it for the final season, but at the same time, to go through some of the rough patches that I know I'm gonna have to go through, I don't know if I want to again, man. Maybe, maybe. I'm glad it's ending. Put it that way, man. I'm glad it's ending. Let's see. PR Puerto Rico. What's up, bro? Long time no see. Sir, thank you for being part of the live stream. Appreciate it so much, man. Patrick, do you think Renapal is worth a pickup? I think Renapal is easily worth a watch. If you, what I would do, Patrick, is I would watch, I would watch the trailer. I would look up some reviews on it. Maybe there's some clips on YouTube that you can check out. I think it's worth picking up. For me, I loved the movie. Like I was ready to like go into that movie saying, "Oh my God, this is gonna be a cheesy indie film," and oh my God, this is gonna be really just embarrassing to watch. And I was like, watched it because I was somebody that grew up in that time of VHS, and just the idea of these weird VHS tapes of like people that pretended to be your friend and like these lonely individuals that were so susceptible to that. Like there's something about it that was really creepy to me. And I thought it was great, man. I really did. For me it's a pickup. Like I don't know, everybody is different, but I definitely look into it though. Not gonna lie, man. Let's see. Minecraft events. Have you seen 24? I've never seen 24. I know that's so weird, right? I've never seen. Well, it's not true. I mean, I have seen an episode or two of 24, but I I never really got into 24. I mean, I like those type of movies, the Jason Bourne stuff, Bond, obviously. I never got into it. It was I don't know because it always felt like Jack Bauer has 24 hours to get this done and it's like and he's got to go through all these weird channels and he's got to take down the bad guy or the world will end. And then the next episode Jack Bauer has to go through all this stuff in 24 hours before the world's going to end. And then the next episode Jack Bauer has to go through all this crazy crap in order to kill the bad guys before the world ends. And I'm like like I'm like, okay, fine. I love Kiefer Sutherland. I do. I love the man, but I'm like, I don't know, dude. I heard it was good, but I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll go back to watching it, maybe see what all the fuss was about. But I heard they're gonna do like a 24 reboot or something. Ah, God, they're doing reboots of everything, man. Whatever. Why, whatever. Good luck to them. Let's see here. Mid-level media. Event Horizon is fantastic. I need to pre-order. Yes, I need to pre-order that Scream Factory. I have not done it. truth be told. But I gotta get into that Event Horizon, man, because I have I have the old school Blu-ray of Event Horizon. I used to have the old school DVD. I ended up upgrading that to the Blu-ray, and now I want the Scream Factory one. And that's probably if I get the Scream Factory one mid-level media, that's probably the last time I'll probably pick up that, because I really don't know if you can do much more with that past the Scream Factory version, unless you do like a full-on 4K version. But again, I don't really see the need to want to pick up a 4K version. I would be happy with the Scream Factory. That's just me, though. Let's see, Patrick. Thanks for telling me it's on DVD. No problem. And again, it's I've definitely seen it at Walmart, so it is there, man. So definitely check that out, dude. Jason Todd. Hey, Bob the Builder. I seen you made another shelf display. Yes, Jason. If you saw the post on YouTube that I put up yesterday, I got into my Bob the Builder mode. Like I said, this is the newer shelf, which I put most of the media on. This is now the older shelf that I had, which I moved all the media over. So now I have more space for more physical media goodness. And I actually want one more shelving unit this size so I can put it over on this side. So I have like three huge shelves. My girlfriend can have a lot more space for her books when she eventually moves in, and uh, you know, more space for movies is never a bad thing. So I'm trying to do that. I got a lot more space to work with now, thank God. However, you know us physical media collectors. I'm gonna easily like fill that thing up, obviously. So let's see, Mark. Good Arnold Schwarzenegger films, Red Heat. I love End of Days. I love it. Thank you for bringing that up, Mark. I love End of Days. I saw that in the movie theater. Do you realize that, man? I thought I saw that in the movie theater. And actually, I remember how hyped End of Days was. And the reason why I remember End of Days was because this was post Arnold Schwarzenegger having his heart attack, right? So this was like, I believe, his first film back from having his heart attack. And I believe it was a very big hype because of that. Like, Arnold Schwarzenegger is back, and he was making this movie, and it's him versus the devil, and you're like, oh my God, Arnold versus the devil. Like, you're this is gonna be great. And I love the movie. Like, some people shit on it because it's like, yeah, it's not as good. But I'm like, dude, I love Gabriel Byrne in that movie, man. Like, literally, he plays one of the best Satan devil characters ever. Like, I love that scene where he becomes the devil. He's in the bathroom. He gets out of the bathroom. He comes over to that guy's wife, right? And he literally he immediately makes out with that dude's wife and literally is feeling her up. He's like, like feeling. I was like, and then the guy, like, hey, like, that's my wife. And Gabriel Byrne is like, and literally, like, and the guy's like, fuck, man. Like, it's like, okay. And like, I love that. I love that fucking movie, man. That's a great movie, man. And I love the showdown between Arnold and Satan and his followers. Like, man, that's a good one, dude. God, I would actually love Scream Factory to put out an edition of that movie. I think that'd be great. Oh my God, that's a cool Arnold movie, isn't it? Damn, man. Aaron, Marvel is decent to an extent, although DC movies, but when it gets to the movies that introduce Captain Marvel, it is just honestly pretty confusing. I like Captain Marvel. I do. I like the Captain Marvel movie. I get it. Not a lot of people like it. I understand it. No hate to anybody who doesn't like it. I understand it, man. But for me, I'm not gonna lie, it does get a little confusing because, especially now. because if you saw WandaVision, you know that spoiler alert, the little girl who the little black girl that was in Captain Marvel, obviously she's all grown up and she's an agent now, and so now you're like, well, wait a minute, what happened from Captain Marvel to WandaVision? What happened to her character? They have to go back and explain that, and they had to backtrack with Nick Fury, and it's the problem. I guess to me the problem with mythology, right? The big problem with mythology, and I love mythology a lot. Like as far as movies and TV show, like mythology, some of the best stuff I love. The problem with it is it gets very confusing very fast because you've set up all of these questions and then eventually you have to answer them. You have to backtrack. The problem is backtracking means you have to end up explaining things, but then those explanations lead to other questions and it gets very confusing. I think Marvel does it pretty well, but sometimes it gets a little messy and it kind of has. I think they'll fix it, but damn that's rough though. I I'm fascinated to see where they go with it. Even something like Black Widow, like they're gonna answer stuff about Black Widow's past, but then it's gonna bring up even more questions. So they gotta be very tricky about that. I don't know. That's just my opinion, man. But I do agree with you to a certain extent. Eli, yeah. Next stop will be the Incredible Hulk in the story. So I'm glad I got into this. Um, I love the Incredible Hulk. That's another one that's kind of underrated to me. The only problem with the Incredible Hulk is that it's Edward Norton, and because it's Edward Norton, you expect Edward Norton to be in the Avengers, and you expect, and I'm gonna spoil it a little bit for you. Edward Norton is not in the Avengers. It's a different dude. Obviously, it's Mark Ruffalo, but that same character is still going forward. It may not be Edward Norton, but the same character, the same situations, that movie is still relevant to the MCU. I just wish they would have done another thing with the character. Like I love Incredible Hulk and there's things in there that I was like, "Oh, they're going to do." And they actually kind of are because I know they're doing a She-Hulk Disney Plus show, and they're gonna bring back some of the stuff from Incredible Hulk. So what I will say, Eli, is going forward in your MCU watching, like you're gonna look at the Incredible Hulk as almost like it doesn't count, but I guarantee you that once you get further into it, that movie counts. It's just the fact of it's not as it it doesn't fit in as easily as some of the other ones do. But don't write it off though, because it will be important. Just don't fully write it off. That's what I'll say. But it's a great movie though. Ryan, yeah, I went to Target and got the Shrek Ultimate Collection box set for 24. Oh, that's like actually a good price, 24.99. And also From Hell on 4K for $2 after some. Oh, that's actually From Hell's a great movie. I love that. A really good Johnny Depp, Heather Graham movie. From Hell is actually really good. And actually, I just heard that I think Shrek is coming on 4K. I heard later on this year. I think Shrek is, which is cool because I love the first and the second Shrek movies. And on 4K, probably gonna look really good on 4K. Just not gonna lie, probably is gonna look good. Right, Williams. I like your Arnold impersonation. Thank you, appreciate it. Um, Lear's not a question, man, but I just want to say you have such an amazing charm to you that other film YouTubers seem to be lacking. You deserve a lot more recognition, man. Hope you're doing well. Keep it up. Lear's, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. You know what? It's just who I am, honestly. It's not any hate towards anybody else because there's a lot of great YouTubers out there, physical media YouTubers, film YouTubers. They're amazing. They're awesome. I love a lot of them. I just, for me, I just I just come across as me. And I've always said this, and I've said this to the other guys. I've always said this to myself. I've said we have to be ourselves. We have to be who we are. If we're not, then it's not going to come off as genuine. People are not going to believe what we're saying. They're not going to care. You have to be yourself at the end of the day, and this is who I am. Good, bad, indifferent, whatever. This is who I am, man. So I appreciate it so much. Honestly, I do. I just love doing this. And it's funny because, I talked to Bob a lot of times, and Bob says, boy, we should have been doing this years and years ago, man. And I agree with him. We should have been. But better late than never, dude. I don't have, I mean, I know there's a lot of people who have 50,000 subscribers, or they have, 90,000, like Cool Dude, Duder has. And God bless him that he has that, man. He deserves every single one of them. I don't have that many. I have almost 2,500. And honestly, I like my little corner of the YouTube world. I actually really do, man. I mean, you guys make this worth it to do these videos. You guys really honestly do. You truly, truly do, man. And, I'd love to have more people on board. A lot of people complain to me. I've gotten complaints on Reddit, on Facebook. They're like, well, your videos are too long, and I click on them and they're like 2+ hours or three, and I can't. How can you talk about movies for that long? And I don't understand it. And I'm like, that's just who I am. That's just who I am. That's what I do, man. And some people might not like the fact that I do long videos, and that's why I don't have a huge amount of subscribers. But I'm okay with that at the end of the day, man. I like me. I like what I do, and I'm not gonna change. And if you guys at least appreciate it, then there's something good about that. So I'm cool with who I am and what I do, man. So no hate to other people, but I do me. Just saying, man. Let's see. Troy, thank you for being part of the live stream. I appreciate it, man. Dude, I just got done watching Sky Shark. That was I showed off Sky Sharks. I did show off Sky Sharks a few weeks back. I didn't know about that movie, man. I was like, I don't know, man. Is it really good? It's gotta be cheesy, isn't it? It's gotta be cheesy, man. I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, but I'm glad you liked it, though. I'm not gonna lie, man. Mark, my first vinyl record was Judas Priest. Oh my God, Judas Priest. Woo! Man, you're taking me back, Mark. Oh my God, man. Wow, Judas Priest. John would love that. He's a fan of Judas Priest. Wow, man. God. I know, man. There's so much good vinyl out there, dude. There really is. It's just once you it's the same thing with Funkos, right? Once you get into it, like you just slowly dive into that, man, and you can't get out, dude. I'm telling you. I kind of want to get into it, but I don't even know where I put my freaking vinyl player. What the? Oh my God, man. Oh Lord. Let's see here. Sleepy Vampire Boy. They went overboard with vinyls. At first, it was fine. Then they started making the same album in 5 colors and editions, which was sort of too much if you're a color. I do agree with you because I've looked into some of the vinyl stuff, right? And when John Van and I were at that small little outdoor convention, and we ended up talking to this guy who actually gets his records from this great company, and he was talking to us about various editions. He was like, well, this edition has the clear vinyl, this edition has like a green Splat one, it has more of a black vinyl to it, and he was like talking to us about different vinyls, and he was talking to us about the designs and the different album covers, and this one is out of print, and this one, and we were just like, we were just thinking to ourselves, we were like, damn, like God, like how much editions out there is there for these movies, man, and these vinyl soundtracks. And there's just a lot out there, man. I don't know if I could dive into that. I mean, even as a physical media lover, like there's so many editions of movies out there that I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, how much more? I don't know, man. Like that's why if you're a collector, and I'm saying a hardcore collector, like you want to get like edition A, edition B, edition C, edition D, and you just want to just get everything. But man, that costs a lot of money. So as I said, when you dive down that rabbit hole, man, you dive down it. And so I don't know, man. I want to get into it, but man, how far does the rabbit hole go, dude? That's what I want to know, man. Damn. Let's see here. Aaron, I have a soft spot for Arnold's comedies. My favorite Arnold comedy is Kindergarten Cop when he plays John Kimball, and Linda Hunt, who co-stars later. It looks with Richard Grieco. Yes, I do love Kindergarten Cop, man. And by the way, I love it. Um, you know, uh, oh, what is it? Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina, and literally, and Arnold's like, oh, okay. He was like, oh my god, or or the two twins, the two little girls who are talking about like our mother says our dad is a real sex machine. Like oh my god, I love that shit. Oh Lord, that's a good one, man. Arnold didn't really do a lot of comedies, did he? But the ones that he did, I really liked, like that and Twins, and yeah, he did some good stuff, didn't he? God, he did, man. Um, Ryan, I'm hyped for the Dexter reboot. Maybe, Ryan. And the reason why I say that is I was a huge Dexter fan. And eventually, whenever I get to talk about Dexter, when that will eventually come on physical media, I could dive into it even more. But I was a fan of Dexter. I was a hardcore fan of Dexter. And I loved it seasons one through four, about four or five. And that the peak season for me is the one with John Lithgow. Like that season, especially the ending, I was like my jaw was on the floor. I was like, fuck, like this is good, man. And then slowly after that season, it kind of went downhill, slowly but surely. And the last season was not, at least to me, not all that great. And the ending to Dexter, man, that ending, man, that really pissed me off, man. I mean, royally pissed me off. Like I was so pissed by that ending. Like he's a lumberjack. He just gave his kid away to the chick. Are you fucking kidding me? Like I was so pissed. In fact, Ryan, I was so pissed that I got rid of all of my Dexter seasons on DVD because I was so pissed at the ending. I just was so angered. I said, "Fuck this," and I literally got rid of them. I gave them to I sold them to Soundgarden or whatever, man. I was so pissed. And so I look at this new reboot and I look at it and I say, okay, maybe it's gonna be good. Maybe I like the fact that Michael C. Hall is coming back, that they're continuing this, but I gotta admit, like they gotta really earn my trust again, man, because they lost it. I mean, as much as I can say I love the early Dexter seasons, and I do, those later ones, there is a drop off in quality, and the ending just flat out pissed me off, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. That pissed me off royally. Let's see. Chris, I currently have like 8 vinyls, I think. Hey, I have one. I have one, so it's one more than I usually have, so not gonna lie, man. Let's see, Lears. Do you collect Criterion too, Seth? I've just began collecting recently with my most recent pickup being Doctor Strangelove. Oh, Doctor Strangelove's great. Love that Doctor Strangelove. So weird. I love Peter Sellers in that, where Peter Sellers was like, I love Doctor Strangelove, man. Oh my god, I do collect Criterion, man. I do. I love Criterion so much. Criterion is great. And what I always do is that I usually wait until the sale happens. The 50% off that happens over at Barnes and Nobles. If you're not familiar with it, they do it in July and then they do it in November. And usually it's for the whole month. And what I do is I buy like at least like 3, 4 titles of Criterion like during every sale. So I usually keep some stuff that I know I'm gonna hold over to the next sale, and I buy a few things. Like the last sale that happened in November, if you saw the out and about that I did, I bought a shitload of Criterion, man. Like way more than I was hoping for. Like I literally was finding stuff that I was like, "Oh my god." Like I was like The Irishman and Moonstruck, and I was like, "Oh, I was just buying up so much Criterion, man." So there's still a lot of stuff I got to buy, but I love Criterion, man, so much, man. It's so good, dude. I love it, man. So yes, I definitely do, man. And Doctor Strangelove is awesome. Oh, let's see here. Eli, you have a good night, Seth. Got to keep watching the MCU. Eli, enjoy the Incredible Hulk. Enjoy the rest of Iron Man 2. And enjoy the MCU journey. And by the way, Eli, definitely let me know how you are doing with that MCU journey. How you're feeling about it. What's your opinions on the movies? I'm dying to know as you go forward. So definitely let me know, sir. Let's see, Patrick, did you like the Wrong Turn reboot? I actually did. If you go back to the out and about that I talked about the Wrong Turn reboot, I actually really liked it. I thought it was really good. Now, I went into the Wrong Turn reboot thinking I was gonna hate it because I was like, oh my god, like, why Wrong Turn? Like, I just thought it was a waste of time. And I'm not saying that it's a perfect reboot because it's not. There's problems with it. But what I will say is that I think it's honestly a pretty decent horror remake, all things considered. Like I like the idea of this backwoods, almost like creating their own society government, and how the town doesn't fuck with them, they don't fuck with the town. There's like this mutual agreement, but if you go in their territory, they will fuck you up. And I love the idea that these people go there, and just the brutality of it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good, man. I don't know if they could ever do like sequels, I guess, but I don't know, man. Like as far as horror remakes go, honestly, some of the recent ones are terrible, but this one was pretty good. So I did kind of like it, man. So I would say it's worth a watch. I think it is. Mark, I did pick up Sky Sharks. Was good. It's really Sky Sharks. Okay, that's like people guess loving Sky Sharks. I don't know, man. Minecraft modding game man. You should do another movie hunt to Big Lots. They put different movies like a double feature DVD of Men of Honor and Courage Under Fire. I do have to do more movie hunts. The thing about it, and I was talking to one of the guys about this. I said to him, I said the problem is that unlike being in California where Wet Movie One and Cool Duder are, that's like good weather. every single month. Yeah, you get some rain and whatnot and some nasty weather from on occasion. But I live in New York State, where like literally we have rough winter, like literally like from usually like December, November, December-ish to literally like right around this time. And you know, I do the out and abouts for you guys, even during bad weather, snowstorms. I've literally been out driving in snowstorms where I could easily crash my fucking car just so I could do the out and abouts for you guys. I'm literally driving in my car, literally like white knuckled. Like my knuckles are white. Literally driving and like swerving all over the place and thinking, "Oh, I'm going to Best Buy. Okay, great for like only 1,000 people watching the video. Oh Lord, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm like, oh, this is terrible. Um, and I thought, God, I really hold back on doing other movie hunting videos only because of the bad weather, and it's really cold and nasty out. And usually in the spring, summer, and fall, I try to do at least some more movie hunting videos, because then I can actually like enjoy the weather and I can actually don't have to worry about freezing my ass off. So I actually kind of appreciate it. So yes, hopefully more in the spring and summertime. I'm going to do a little bit more movie hunting videos. I've got a couple things lined up. Hopefully in the start of summer. So that's kind of where I'm going. But yes, I got to get back to Big Lots. I haven't done a Big Lots video like a long time. So yes, I do have to go back there, man. But when better weather hits, put it that way. Let's see. On movies, Man on Fire with Denzel Washington, and oh well, I like Man on Fire. Man on Fire is great. I love Man on Fire. Fire is awesome. Paramount Plus. I don't know if I'm gonna get Paramount Plus. I mean, I've got so many. I have HBO Max. I have Netflix. I have Amazon Prime. Uh, I don't know, man. See, my girlfriend has Hulu, so I kind of watch that from her stuff. But how many streaming services can you really get though, man? I mean, seriously, how many more streaming services are we gonna get? I mean, Paramount Plus has a lot of really great movies, and they're putting out some new series. I think they're doing like Real World reboot or something. I'm like, but it's interesting, but I don't know, dude. I Another one just doesn't really sit well with me. Maybe, but maybe a trial for like a week, but I don't know if I'll get a full time though. Do you use Tubi? It's free from Minecraft, MOD, and Game Show Fan. I don't. Now, my friend Bob actually loves Tubi. He loves it. Literally, he's told me how many awesome movies and TV shows are on Tubi, and I gotta look into Tubi. I've heard good things about it. It might be worth diving into. I gotta give it a look at some point. It might be worth it. But he does recommend it though. Let's see. Ghosted 22. Oh, thank you for being part of the live stream. I appreciate it. Have you ever seen the Mandela Effect movie? Oh, I think I have. I don't really remember the Mandela Effect. Maybe I'm actually gonna look that up right now. I'm gonna go on IMDb and look that up. Mandela Effect. Let's see. Oh, I guess. Wait a minute. I guess I haven't then. I've heard of it. No, I have not. Okay. The Mandela Effect. I'm literally looking at this up right here, right now. Man, this was. No, I haven't. I guess I'll have to look that one up, man. Thank you for letting me know about that. I'll look that one up. I appreciate the suggestion. Aaron, Gabriel Byrne is fun to listen to. Well, Moon Crossing is a lot of people's favorites because of the Tom Regan character. Other Gabriel Byrne movie favorites include Shipwrecked and Into the West. Yes, I love Gabriel Byrne. I loved him in Ghost Ship. I thought he was Ghost Ship. I also loved him in Stigmata. If you remember Stigmata, that came out around the same time as End of Days, and I remember there being like articles that were being written of like how weird it was seeing like Gabriel Byrne in one movie is the devil, and in another movie he's fighting the devil. It was like two multiple things. Like it's like which Gabriel Byrne movie are you gonna see? Like it's like that. Yeah, but I do like Gabriel Byrne, man. Yeah, he is good. Let's see. Lears. Whilst your videos are long, indeed they are, I think it works a lot better with who you are. I can listen to you talk forever, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it, Lears. Look, man, you know, what I try to do every single out and about with every single movie is I try to give you different perspectives, right? Like I'll give you my opinion on the movie, and then I'll at another store talk about, hey, this reminds me of these movies, or these are the certain themes that this movie had, or I'll talk about the actor or the director, and I'll kind of dive into some of that stuff. And I like doing that because it works for me. And when I started doing the out and abouts, right, I was doing them the same way as, Cool Dude or Wet Movie 1 would do. I would show off, maybe talk about it for like a second or two and put it down and go on to the next store and do the same thing. And what ended up happening was at some point I said to myself, wait a minute, I'm doing it exactly the same way that they're doing it. And I said, why would anyone want to watch what I do if I'm doing it the exact same way as them? So I figured, why not? Obviously, I'm going to tell you the price and show it off, but I wanted to dive into the movies more. I wanted to give you more of an analysis of the films and do it in a very fun and entertaining way. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. And it kind of just worked out that way. So yeah, the videos are long, and I'm not gonna lie, they're they can be a pain in the ass at times. I get it, I get it, I understand it. But at the end of the day, I don't know, man. I kind of enjoy. I kind of enjoy it though, diving into the films. I mean, it takes me a long time to do them, and sometimes I'm literally at the stores and I'm like filming and showing off, and you have no idea. People are like passing me by, like what the fuck is he doing? Like literally, like this dude's talking to himself. Like seriously, but it's all good, man, and I have fun doing it. So that's all that matters, man. Oh, let's see. It's that Griff. You give real opinions, thoughts, Seth, as well as interesting topics to talk about. You are much appreciated on here. Thank you, Griff. I really appreciate it, man. I appreciate the love so much, man. Appreciate it so much. Thank you, man. Alex Hernandez. I'm watching Pleasantville. I love Pleasantville. Pleasantville's a great movie, man. I love that, the black and white with slowly diving into the color. I like that, man. Toby Maguire, Reese Witherspoon. It's a fun one, man. Like I remember movies like Pleasantville and Blast from the Past with Brendan Fraser and Alicia Silverstone. Like those ones, man. Those are good ones, man. God, haven't revisited that one in a while. I gotta revisit those. I really do, man. Those are good. Patrick, gotta get going. Have a great night. Looking forward to the next out and about. Patrick, thank you for being part of the live stream. I greatly appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Alex Hernandez, 1998. Yeah, 1998, the late 90s. Gotta love that, man. Mark, my all-time favorite film by Johnny Depp is The Ninth Gate. I love The Ninth Gate. I think The Ninth Gate is awesome. I do, man. And I love sort of him with the books and the idea that the books can bring about um like Satan or the devil or something like that. And I love when I love this woman that is like with Johnny in that movie. And you don't really she's kind of mysterious, you don't know, and sort of they stop this sort of satanic cult thing, and like they're literally in the castle area, and they literally have sex, right? So she's sort of writing John and Johnny Depp, and she's like and she's almost like becoming demonic or something, like riding him, and it's so bizarre, man. I think that's a Roman Polanski movie, man, but it's so good. That's not my favorite Johnny Depp movie, but it's pretty darn good. Not gonna lie, man. Let's see, Minecraft, MOD, Reese Witherspoon's film Hot Pursuit had potential. Too bad it didn't work. Man, that movie, dude, it's just unfunny. It's unfunny, man. And Sofia Vergara, and like, no offense, she's a beautiful woman, but man, I'm sorry, she can't act her way out of a like paper basket, man. It's just the truth, dude. I don't mean to be mean, but I don't get it, man. Let's see. Let's see. Troy. I'm like, yeah, man, the Sky Shark. What was it? Oh my God. Wouldn't it be great watching Sky Sharks, listening to Judas Priest? That's a hell of an experience, man. Oh my God. Alex Hernandez, Clarice, CBS. I've heard good things about Clarice, and I kind of want to watch it because I am a fan of Silence of the Lambs, and I'm a fan of that Clarice character. In fact, I love in Hannibal how the Clarice character is, how she's very almost like very hardened and cold of an individual, and and I love how you have the Clarice from Silence of the Lambs and the Clarice from Hannibal, and it's kind of like where's the middle of that? And I think that could be a cool place where Clarice kind of goes to. I think it could be an interesting show. I don't want them. I don't want it to be the Hannibal Lecter show, and that's the problem because see, Clarice is sort of tied in with Hannibal Lecter at that point. So if you don't have Hannibal in it, is Clarice very interesting outside of Hannibal Lecter? I think she could be with the right storyline, but it has to be done right, man. It has to be done right, and if they do it right, it could work. I'm hoping. Could you bring in some Hannibal elements? Yes, but I don't think you should put Hannibal in the show. However, the problem is that if CBS is giving them pressure, if maybe they're oh well, this is not working, let's bring in Hannibal as sort of like a saving grace. I don't know. Like maybe it could work. I'm not sure, man. I want it to work though because I like the idea. Abducted by horror reviews. Thank you for being part of the live stream, sir. This is gonna be a bit random. But I heard you say you sold some movies at Soundgarden. So are you close to Syracuse, New York? Because that's where I live. If so, small world. It is a small world, sir. Because yes, I do live in the area or close to the area. I should say. Yes, I do. It is a small world. I ain't gonna lie, man. Yeah. This is born, raised, still live here. I love the area, and yeah, we don't have a lot of great outlets for physical media here, unfortunately. Like a lot of people have asked me, like, "Oh, is there a half price books here?" Or all these other great places that are like not in my area, and I'm like, "No, we don't." I wish, but no. But we have Soundgarden, and I love Soundgarden so much. So yes, I am actually in the area. Crazy enough, small world after all. Let's see, Ryan, I have five vinyls, but they are mostly country and the Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack. Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack is great. I love that soundtrack. Then again, I love Queen, so kind of makes sense. But that's a great soundtrack to have. Lears, do you watch YMS or IHE on YouTube? They were the first couple of YouTubers that originally got me into movie YouTubers. I I don't know whether I did or not. See, my early experience with YouTube, as far as physical media, was Cool Duder and Wet Movie One. That was sort of my in to it, and there were some other people that I was watching that would happen from time to time. Like I would watch Duran Cinema, and Cinema Sickness is another one that I was watching, still do, and they sort of got me into physical media. And I think they got me into physical media because of their personalities and because of it was so new. Like YouTube was such a new world, and having these people show off this physical media was such a new concept and a new thing. And so that's what originally got me into it and got me hooked into it, and I sort of fell in love with it. Um and when I started doing this, I know that there's a shitload of them out there, and a lot of them, obviously I've gotten a lot of people who have literally gotten on my ass, and I'm serious. They've gotten on my ass where they're like, "Oh, you're a two-rate, terrible cool dude, or you're a ripoff, you're a terrible." And today I've gotten some really hateful comments, man, from like people who are really devoted to Cool Dude and really devoted to Web Movie One. They have literally, a lot of them, and I've had comments that have literally ripped me a new asshole. Like I am serious. And they're more than welcome to rip me a new asshole. Not like I need one, but sure. But my thing about it is like, dude, there's plenty of room for more people, but I can see why they would defend him because he's been around for a long time, and if you love somebody, you're gonna defend him. Look, I still love them, even if some of the fan base can be a little toxic at times, especially when somebody's trying to entertain you. Just saying, man. Let's see here. Have you seen Boss Level? Mike, I have not seen Boss Level. I heard good things about Boss Level, though. I have. I gotta watch Level. I'm liking some of the stuff Mel Gibson is doing lately. I mean, I loved Fat Man. I thought Fat Man was great, so I got a little look into Boss Level. Let's see, Ryan. I have to sign up for Peacock because WWE is jumping ship to the streaming service. Yes, I think a lot of people are going to actually get Peacock service because of WWE. I used to watch wrestling. I watched wrestling from about 1985 to around 2001, 2002, and I stopped watching because I kind of knew where wrestling was going at that point. It wasn't as entertaining or to me as good as it was back in the day. But I understand it's still popular. People love it. And so that's a huge get for Peacock. So for that streaming service is going to gain a lot of love just from the wrestling service alone. Kind of makes sense. Let's see. Ghosted. It's so trippy. Check that one. Yeah, I will check that one out, Ghosted. I do appreciate it, man. Again, like, it's funny because a lot of people, I've had a lot of people over my life that come over and look at the collection, or I'll talk about movies and they're like, "Oh my god, you must have seen every movie." And I'm like, "No, I haven't seen every movie. That's literally impossible to see every single movie." I mean, God knows I'd love to do it, but like literally impossible to do it. And there's a lot of movies that pass me by. Movies that maybe I thought about seeing and I didn't, or movies I completely forgot about. Yeah, so for me, I'm always up for a recommendation or two. So if you got one, I'm always looking forward to it. So I'll definitely look into that one. I'm not gonna lie, man. Let's see here. Lears. I just finished the Godfather trilogy for the first time yesterday. I went in with high expectations and loved the first two. The third, however, was average. I see now you're getting into an interesting thing, Lears. I love the Godfather trilogy. I love it. You know, like ah, uh, take the gun, leave the cannoli. Make me an offer I can't refuse. I love the Godfather trilogy, man. But I do love the third one. I love the third one, man. I know people see the problem is like you're so hyped about the third one, right? Because you love the first two, and the third one kind of lets you down. I will say this: if I were you, I would watch the new cut that came out of part three. Francis Ford Coppola ended up doing a new cut of The Godfather Part Three called um, the Godfather Part Three Coda: The Death of Michael Corleone. And what that is basically it's a recut of the movie. Now, I think it actually is a very interesting cut of the movie. They jumble certain scenes around, they take certain scenes out. Um, it's structured in a different way. I think it actually is a very fascinating movie. The one thing I will say about the Death of Michael Corleone cut is that I don't like the ending. I think the ending is better in the original Godfather 3 cut. But overall, I think it's the better experience of a movie. So actually watch that. I'm not saying it's gonna 100% improve Godfather Part 3 for you, but I think it's an interesting take where they look at Godfather Part 3 not necessarily as the third film, but more as like almost like sort of like an extra added on movie of what would have happened if sort of Michael went straight and honest and everything. It's not meant to be the like part three of like finishing where part two ended. It's more of like, hey, this is sort of dealing with his life towards the end of his like time as the Godfather. It's interesting. I will say that much though. I do like it, so give that one a look, man. But I like the trilogy overall. I will say that much. Let's see. Mike, everyone wants the Miz to play Johnny Cage. Really? The Miz? No, no, I'm sorry, not the Miz, man. No offense. Griff, any guesses for the next Vinegar Syndrome VSS release that is going? I don't know, man. Some of the latest Vinegar Syndrome stuff I haven't really been into, Griff. I mean, they're decent movies. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not something that I would collect some of those movies. Uh, man, Vinegar puts out some really interesting movies, man, and I always try to guess what they're gonna put out, but sometimes I just kind of go along for the ride. I don't know what they're gonna do next, but I am interested to find out. I don't know. I guess we'll see, man. Um, Lears, what's the scariest, most fucked up film you've seen, Seth? I'm pretty well versed in other genres, but I feel horror for me is hard to come by or that I actually enjoy. It seems to be hard to get, right? Ah, the scare. See, for me, the problem, Lears, for me is that there's not really many movies that I would say that is like I would say is the most fucked up movies I would have watched. There are some weird, bizarre movies that I've seen, and I guess I don't know if I'd call them horror movies. They're like weird horror exploitation movies. Like there's one movie that I love, but I cannot. Let's put it this way, like literally, if I were to show people that particular movie, people would like say how fucked up I am because I liked the movie. There is a movie I could recommend, man. But it's really weird. It's really weird and it is fucked up. just it's fucked up in like the insanity of it. But it's in the collection. It is, and one day I will have to talk about it because I will do a collection video at some point. But God help me, man, if somebody looks this movie up. Hey, man, I found out about it through Bob. Bob ended up telling me about it, and that's how I found out. It's a fucked up movie. I not gonna say the name of it. Not gonna say the name of it, but I love it, and the Blu-ray of it is out of print. I'm just glad I have it, man. So I'm like, it's a weird one though. I can't talk about it, but I get where you're coming from, dude. I get it, man. Oh man. Let's see here. What else we got? Let's see. DVDs, nuts, and popcorn. I love the name. Hey bro, I enjoy the videos. I have an interesting concept I would like to talk to you about regarding a potential podcast idea. Please email me if you would like to hear more. Um, DVDs. I can definitely email you about it. I I am eventually doing a podcast with the guys where we're sort of in the middle of figuring that out. The pandemic has sort of nicked certain plans because things became a little bit more complicated. So we're now as things are starting to slowly rejigger again and things are getting back to somewhat normalcy. We're starting to figure out the podcast stuff now again. I don't know if we're probably not going to get to it sometime until the fall, maybe the winter of this year or beginning of next year. But we are planning on that though. But yeah, I'll get in touch with you, sure. Send me a link or a comment through YouTube or through Instagram or through my Film Fan One Way Facebook, and yeah, we can get in touch. Sure, yeah, it's cool. Let's see, Ryan. I finally watched Zombie Stripper and it was interesting, but the scenery was really. Oh, you watched Zombie Stripper, you motherfucker. Bob loves zombie strippers. Loves zombie strippers, motherfucker, man. I love England. I love England. Why? Oh man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh god, I don't know. Yeah, Jenna Jameson is good to look at, and yeah, there's like boobs all over the screen, dude. But I don't know if it's a good movie necessarily. It's just I don't know, dude. Oh man. Oh, let's see what else we got here. We got uh Troy. I actually picked up, what did Troy say here? Oh, get back to Troy. I actually picked up Lovecraft Country after watching You're Out and About. That show is batshit and I loved it. Yeah, no problem, Troy. But yeah, I did sort of binge watch Lovecraft Country. It is weird. Um, I gotta admit, it's not for everybody, and there is people that don't really like it, and I get it. I understand why, but Lovecraft Country was fun, man. I'm interested to see what they do with the second season because they wrapped a lot of stuff up in the first season. I don't know whether they thought they were not going to get a second season, but I'm kind of curious to see where they'll go with it, though. I'm not going to lie, man. But hey, man, I'm glad you liked it, man. Uh, Mr. Dingo, thank you for being part of the live stream, man. Just watched the newer Carrie with Chloe Grace Moretz, and I really enjoyed the movie. Your thoughts? I like that movie with Chloe Grace Moretz. I like the Carrie film. It's not as good as the Sissy Spacek one. It's not, man. There was something about that old school one that I think they did a better job on, but I like the movie. And I think Chloe Grace Moretz does a really good job. I just don't think it's as effective as that original film, but it's still good though. Just not as good as the original. Just saying. Minecraft MOD and Game Show fan. Steven Seagal made a lot of bad films, but Under Siege, I love Under Siege. Under Siege is amazing. That's another one I'd love to see a collector's release on, is Under Siege, man. That's a great one, dude. I love Tommy Lee Jones in that movie. Like, Tommy Lee Jones is awesome. He is so badass in that. Uh, Gary Busey is great in that movie as well. Oh man, that's a good one, dude. That is a really good one. Under Siege 2 is terrible, but Under Siege is great. Love that one, man. D- don't fuck with the cook. Just saying. Oh man. Let's see here. Just found out Marvin Hagler. Oh, that's a shame. Marvin Hagler passed away, and that sucks. Oh man. Oh man, that sucks, dude. Marvin Hagler. Yeah, people, dude. 2020 sucked with people passing away, and now I think 2021 is gonna be the same thing, man. I hate to see who passes away next. Hopefully, God, nobody passes away next. Brian Rodriguez, I enjoy your videos. Brian, thank you so much for being part of the live stream and for enjoying the videos. I greatly appreciate it, man. That's awesome. Thank you. Abducted by horror reviews. So funny, man. Yeah, we have limited physical media places. As a fellow avid collector, I feel your pain. Nice to find a local YouTuber. Yeah, it's nice to find a local YouTuber as well. I thought I was alone. Apparently not, man. Yeah, it is tough here for physical media. The FYE closed, another Best Buy closed, and it's kind of like, oh Jesus, man, like what the? I hope Soundgarden stays because I love Soundgarden, and I go in there occasionally, and I've actually talked to the guys at Soundgarden about doing a movie hunting video there. I was originally going to do it last year, but with all of the crazy pandemic stuff going on, that turned into a real clusterfuck, and that was like it would have been cool to do it, but yeah. So I'm hopefully gonna do it sometime this summer. Hoping, cross fingers. I'm hoping so. More the pandemic gets under control, the better it's gonna be. Trust me. So yeah, it's cool to see another local fellow movie lover and YouTuber. That's awesome, man. That's really great. Miami of MOD, the best Liam Neeson movie is Taken. I'm gonna disagree with you. It's Dark Man. Let's see. Yes, the Taken movies. The first Taken is awesome, but come on, Dark Man. Hello. Or Crawl. He's in Crawl. Crawl's pretty good too. Let's see here. Aaron Johnson, the Lethal Weapon movie with Mel Gibson are fun. There is a bit in the second film where Gibson's character Riggs is quoting Three Stooges. I don't remember. Yes, yes. Oh my God, I love that. Yeah, he was great in those Lethal Weapon movies. They're thinking about doing a Lethal Weapon 5, a fifth Lethal Weapon movie. Oh, they really are too old for this shit. Let's not do a fifth one, right? I love Lethal Weapon movies. The fourth one was okay. Let's not do a 5. Just saying. Let's see. Mr. What's up, everybody? Thank you for being part of the live stream. Where did you get the Blu-ray shelves? Your shelves are simple and perfect. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I got mine through Amazon, actually. And the only reason why I knew about these shelves was actually because of Cinema Sickness. I actually was one time watching one of his movie room tour videos, and he ended up talking about the shelving that he got that he got through Amazon, and I was like, look, and I messaged him through Messenger asking him, what type of shelving it was, and he gave me the link to it, and I ended up eventually getting them. And so I would not have these shelvings if it wasn't for Cinema Sickness. So I thank him a great deal for giving me the information because I definitely utilize them in a big bad way. So thank you to him so much. Um Celluloid therapy. Thanks for being part of the live stream. What's it about? Let's see. I probably the movie that I think is just really fucked up and weird. Uh, I'm not gonna say it, man. I know you want me you want me to say it. It's weird because it's so weird, dude. It's so fucking weird. I'll eventually talk about it because I have to if I'm gonna do the Blu-ray collection video. But it is so weird, dude. But I love it. But it's one of those movies that I think if people watch it, they kind of look at you weird because they're like, "Oh my god, you like that?" And I'm like, "Dude, I got some weird shit in that collection, man. Just go with it." Whatever. Um, Lears. He isn't gonna say it. It must be bad if you can't say the title. This is supposed to go. I was. You thought I was gonna say it, Lears. Look, dude. One day I will talk about it. Trust me. It's a really weird title. I mean, I still talk about it. That it's like me and my friend Bob talk about it all the time. Like there are some great scenes in there that are that are hilarious to us, and literally I've only ever shown it to one person. And the only reason why I ever showed it to that one person because I knew his film love and his sensibilities were the same as mine. So I knew that he was going to like it based on because he likes the same stuff as I do. But literally like I was going to show it to John and I actually didn't show it to John because I actually showed John Frankenhooker because I said, oh, if he likes Frankenhooker, he's probably gonna like this title, and I gave him Frankenhooker to watch, and he did not like Frankenhooker. He literally thought I was weird for liking Frankenhooker. Like this is rough, and I'm like, oh, okay. So if he didn't like Frankenhooker, I knew he wasn't gonna like the one that I was gonna show him next. So I'm like, okay. I knew to slow down. So yeah, this is ooh, weird. I'll talk about it eventually. Trust me, guys. Let's see. So let's see. Seriously, I cannot imagine that it's that bad. I watched the Bunny Game and that was pretty sick. No, I don't think it's a sick movie. It's not a sick movie. It's just really weird and bizarre, man. I mean, and it's not even a bad movie. I mean, I don't think it's a bad movie. I think other people would look at it, you know, and say it's bad because of content in it, but it's not. But I'll talk about it eventually. I promise. Um, so I just watched a few films that had me asking myself, is there something wrong with me watching this? Yeah, see, it's kind of interesting because I remember watching a movie like Martyrs or Irreversible, where after I watched it, like I just felt like I just felt like, man, why did I watch this? Like, man, and I liked those movies, and then I say, God, is there something wrong with me for liking those movies? And then I sort of realized I'm like, well, there's not, you know, there's just certain movies that I like, and then there's certain movies where I don't like them because I mean, I don't mind extreme movies, but I guess it depends on like how they frame it. Some movies are better made and are extreme movies. Some turn me off a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of weird, man. Like I like the Saw movies. I mean, the Saw movies are not extreme by any means. I mean, but at the same time, like some people don't like them because they're too extreme. But I don't think they're as extreme as people think they are, which is kind of weird, right? I don't know. It's odd, man. See any controversial film opinions you have, Seth. Popular films you don't love. I mean, there's a lot of popular films that I don't love, Lears. Any, I mean, I actually remember when Nick and I did the review for Dunkirk, and it was one of the early reviews that we did for the channel. And I remember that we didn't like Dunkirk, and we ended up actually doing a review, and it was during the early times of the channel, so not many people were watching. So it kind of helped that maybe we didn't get a lot of hate for that one. But but I remember looking back and nobody liked the review. Like we got like zero likes and like everybody that pretty much like gave it a thumbs down, And I remember when I did the Out and About talking about Dunkirk, and I got a lot of shit for that, man. Like people were like, you hate Dunkirk? Like, how can you hate Dunkirk? And I'm like, and it's Christopher Nolan, and I'm like, and like I can't I have to like everything Christopher Nolan? Like I don't understand that. And so there's a lot of popular movies that I don't like. I mean, just because it's popular doesn't mean it's good. Put it that way. I mean, you have no idea how much. Anytime that you put your opinion out there on YouTube, people are gonna say something about it. I don't mind putting my opinion out there. I've always said we can agree and we can disagree on movies all day long. However, it's our love of movies, our mutual respect for them that basically is the deciding factor of keeping us civil, right? Because I mean, boy, you could go into some really like territory, man, hating on some films, dude. But I like a lot of stuff, but I'm not afraid to give my opinion. Put it that way. Let me see. Lear, what you shared. Sleepy Vampire. Did you hear about Pepe Le Pew? Like, I did, and I talked to guys at work about that Sleepy Vampire Boy. You know, uh, why? Why? And I guess my opinion is this, right? I'll just do my quick thought on it. Is that think about this. Pepe Le Pew has been around for generations, for decades. Nobody has ever had a problem with that character whatsoever. It was over the top, it was ridiculous, it was funny. Nobody had a problem. And now, because of the cancel culture world, which, by the way, sometimes they're right. Okay, I'm not hating on the cancel culture world 100% because I think they have a point. But sometimes they go overboard, and this Pepe Le Pew thing is way overboard. I'm like, what? What about that character promotes rape culture? I mean, yes, he sometimes he's a little bit, you know, forceful in like kissing the female, but I'm like, I like, but that's been going on for generations though with that character. Like, it's not like they did something new. It's the same thing. So I don't get it. I mean, if it's been okay for all these generations, just now we're having a problem with it? I mean, what's next? Where are we going? They've literally taken movies off of the kids section on Disney Plus because of controversial stuff that could be part of cancel culture. I mean, this is getting insane at this point. I mean, kid stuff is not even sacred anymore. I mean, are we going to attack the Flintstones next? Are we going to attack, the Jetsons, or, what's next going to happen? I don't know. I mean, shit. Maybe that robot chick from the Jetsons is gonna get canceled. Like, I mean, they made her a maid. I mean, robots shouldn't be maids, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know where we're going with this, man. It's just ridiculous. I I'd like to see where it goes next, but I'm kind of terrified. I don't know, man. Jeez. And cellular therapy, the Poughkeepsie tapes was one of those. I love the Poughkeepsie tapes. The Poughkeepsie tapes is awesome. I do love that movie. It's fucked up, but it is a good film, man. Glimmerman is a good cigar. Glimmerman, Mark. Okay, I guess I'm not. It's been a long while since I've seen the Glimmerman. August Underground Mortem. I've never heard of that one. That's one I've never heard of. Interesting about that. Ryan, Watched Double Jeopardy with Tommy Lee Jones and Ashley Judge the other day. Underrated. Double Jeopardy is pretty good. Most people, when they think of Ashley Judd in a 90s thriller, they think of Kiss the Girls. And Kiss the Girls is awesome. Love Kiss the Girls. But Double Jeopardy, pretty good, actually. Not bad. Let's see. See, Lears. The Poughkeepsie Tapes does seem like a fun watch. I've seen some clips from that. Thanks for yeah. The Poughkeepsie Tapes is a good one. It's a good found footage movie. It's a dark movie, but it's really good actually. I do like that one. Cellular therapy. Pepe Le Pew is a victim of what's happening with our culture, and it's basically fifth dimensional warfare with China. I don't know what we're going up against with all these culture wars. Who the hell knows, man? It sounds funny, but it's a slow dismantling of our culture, tiny piece by tiny piece. It is, and I don't know if I agree with it. I mean, there's some moments where I agree with cancel culture, and I understand why we're doing it, so I don't hate on it 100%. But at the same time, dude, there is going overboard, and at a certain point, we have to balance stuff out. Like if we're canceling Pepe Le Pew, when are we gonna start going after like the Hanna Barbera characters? Or I mean, geez, I mean, who the hell knows what's next, man? I mean, God, I don't even want to know. Damn, man. Um, Lears, are you familiar with Harmony Korine's films? Gummo is a very weird film, but really, I've never seen Gummo. I want to watch Gummo, but I have seen some of his other films. Like, I did a review on the channel for the last film that he did, um, which you can look up that review under the movie review playlist. Um, I like Harmony Korine. I like his films. They're a little off kilter, but I like them. I've heard Gummo was good. I gotta look up Gummo. Let's see. Cellular Therapy Harmony's Beach Bum was the Beach Bum. That one I did like. I gotta admit that was a weird one, man. Because Matthew McConaughey, man, he's just it's it's kind of funny because when I was talking about that movie in the review that I did with my friend Joe, we talked about the movie, and it's interesting because there's not really much of a plot to the movie. there's there's not really, because all he's doing is he's he's basically he's basically kicked out of having a lot of money, and he's trying to do a new book, and he's just going around smoking weed and meeting people, like that's and having random sex, that's all the movie is. But there's something fascinating about Matthew McConaughey doing that. It just is like there's not much to the movie, but you love seeing Matthew McConaughey being that character. There's something about it, man. It's weird. Yeah, it doesn't make a lick of fucking sense, man. Jesus. But it is good though. Let's see here. Um, Mr. Dingle, why does Amazon sell Blu-rays and in the pic they have slipcovers, but when you get the actual movie, it never comes with one? False advertising, it in my book. Mr. Dingle, that's one of the things that I hate. I hate. I love slips. I love slipcovers. I'm a big fan of slipcovers. What I will say is this though, okay, is that I do not trust Amazon to save their life. And what I mean by that is, do you realize how much terribly badly damaged slipcovers that I get from Amazon? Like, I've gotten a shitload of them and I bring them back. And that's why I don't really order that much from Amazon anymore. Like, I'll order it through. If you want slipcovers for most of your releases, I would go with Diabolic DVD. I would go with Diabolic DVD. I would go with Ronin Flicks. I would order directly from some of these other boutique label websites: Shell Factory, Vinegar, Severin. I hear that Deep Discount does a good job with giving out slips as well. Go through all the other ones. Amazon, yeah, you're gonna pay more money a little bit with some of these places like a Diabolic, but the slipcovers come in great condition, and at the end of the day, you do get a cover. So pay a little bit more, but you're getting what you want. So that helps. Cellular therapy. My family has thought me weird since the early days. It all had to do with my movie taste. I have a lot of weird movie taste too. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it at all, dude. Let's see. Geez, Frankenhooker is lightweight. The movie is Dead Girl, isn't it? No, the movie is not Dead Girl. Not at all. The movie is not Dead Girl. It's not a disturbing movie, essentially. It's not, but I guess, see, I try to test the waters with my friends, right? So I'll give them this movie, right? And let's say they like it. Okay. So then what I do is that then I end up giving them a movie that's maybe a little stranger than the one that I had just given them. If they like that, then we go to the next level of strange. If that movie is to their liking, then we go to the next. But if they don't like that, then I back off a little bit. And so this was sort of testing the waters with my friend John. He didn't like Frankenhooker, which is fine, which is fair. But I knew if he didn't like that, then I knew the one that I was going to give him next, he definitely wouldn't like. So that's why I test the waters at certain times. Hey, I try. Not every movie's for everybody. I get it, but I try to see how far I can push it. Sometimes I can push it pretty far. Other times, not so much. Um, my mood. True Lies needs a blue. Oh, True Lies definitely needs a one. I do like that one. I mean, come on, Jamie Lee Curtis. Come on, man, that's a good one. Um, Mad Ang, what's up, dog? Listening from work. Mad Ang, thank you for checking out the live stream. I were listening at work. Work must be pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie, man. Oh man, Ryan watched Georgia Rule a few nights ago. Very underrated Lindsay Lohan drama comedy. I don't know if I've seen Georgia Rule. I don't think I have, or I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen it. I might have to check that out one out. Um, Mark Striano. What did Mark say? What did Mark say? Necromantic is a fucked up. Oh my god. Necromantic, Jesus. Yeah, that's a really messed up one. I don't have it in the collection, but it is, and I thought about getting Necromantic. There's a lot of editions of it out there though. Damn. For a fucked up movie, man, there's a lot of editions of Necromantic out there in the marketplace, man. I thought about it, but I have never gotten it in the collection before. Yeah, it is a fucked up film though. So there with Paramount releasing more and more, True Lies is inevitable. Yes, it is. You are right. Let's hope, man. Lears, I appreciate Nolan films a lot, but that dude jerks himself off over his film so much. He needs a better sound mixer, man, because in the theaters I can't. Yeah, man, I was watching Tenet. I was watching Tenet at home, and I had heard the complaints, right? I had heard about people say you can't hear what they're saying, and I'm like, oh come on, man. Oh, that's a bunch of bullshit. And I was watching the movie, and I'm like, I need subtitles on this bitch. Like I literally need subtitles. I cannot understand a lick of what they're fucking saying. And I'm like, if I can't understand what they're saying, I don't know what's going on. And so like 10, 20 minutes into the movie, I had to put on the subtitles, and I'm like, Nolan needs to do a better job at that, man. I mean, I like some of Nolan's movies. He's a good filmmaker when he gets it right, but sometimes I don't always like his stuff, man. Can't always like everything a director does. And even the directors that I love, I don't love everything that they've done. So, you know. Oh, let's see. We're heading towards Demolition Man. Oh, I love Oh God, I love Demolition Man. The seashells. I love Demolition Man. God, I hope that gets one. Griff, have you heard of Culture Shock releasing? Says Zipper Face, Slash Dance. I did hear of them. Some of their releases, I'm not somebody that's gonna get some of their releases. I don't think that's not to say, man, in the future I won't get some of their stuff, but yeah, some of that stuff I'm not much for. I know it's popular with a certain fan base, but I'm not into it, Griff. Seth, not all wars are fought with bombs and guns. Trust me when I tell you that cancel culture is warfare, divides us deeply, and makes us fearful of saying anything and afraid of each other. You know, celluloid therapy, it's tough because I don't know if I would say that it's like the biggest fear that's going on in the world because I think like there's a lot of other stuff. I think COVID is a bigger threat at this point still. I think that there's a lot of things that go on in the world that are much more bigger threats, but at the same time, I do think it's something we have to wrestle with. We have to wrestle with cancel culture. We have to wrestle with the fact that this is not going away. And we have to find the balance between what's right and what's wrong. And, you know, if we can't have a conversation about it, if we can't have a conversation about what's right and what's wrong, then how are we ever going to be able to connect with one another? Like, there's a lot of things that I don't like, and there's a lot of things that I disagree with. Am I gonna immediately say to cancel it because I don't like it? No. But at the same time, I understand other people's opinions, and we have to get to that place again. And I don't know if we're ever gonna do that, but we gotta start having the conversations, man. That's the least where I want us to. It's just my opinion, man. Let's see. Cellular Therapy. When Disney pulls Dumbo and Peter Pan, yeah, I know they pulled that stuff. Uh, it's tough, dude. It's tough. I'll just say that. Uh, I agree. We need to celebrate film. That's the thing. Ryan, I ordered Dirty Grandpa off Amazon, and all I got is an empty envelope. Are you kidding me? You got an empty envelope from that? Holy shit! I've never gotten an empty envelope before, but dude, that's fucked up, man. And you know, it's kind of weird because I've seen issues where it's like people have gotten packages in the mail and it almost looks like it's been opened, right? That somebody opened it up and actually took it from the package and then gave it to you. I don't know whether the postal service fucks it up or whether Amazon, but I don't understand why Amazon would send out an empty package to you though. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know. That's odd, man. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting a refund, man. That's weird, dude. God. Let's see. Um, cellular therapy. If the slipcase is missing, it goes straight back. I agree. Now, some movies that I've gotten have actually been the slipcover has been missing because it's out of print. The slipcover itself is out of print. They can't get the slipcover anymore. So I got to go on eBay or Facebook to get the slipcover. I understand it. So in that instance, I'm not hating on it. But if the slipcover still is around and I don't get it, then I'm pissed. So I will admit that. Um, let's see. Politics are so toxic. Yeah, they can be. It's tough. I know. Um. Jeff, thank you for being part of the live stream. A lot of a lot of empty shelf spacer for more physical media goodness. Trust me, it's coming. It's coming. Sleepy Vampire Boy slipcovers are cherries on Sundays. Doesn't help the flavor, but damn, it's beautiful when it's there. Damn right, sir. Damn right indeed. Jermaine King. I love your videos. I'm the media desk supervisor at my university's library, so I get to buy film for our collection. I purchase a lot of films that you suggest. Really? You purchase stuff that I suggest? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Oh no, no, no. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it so much, dude. Wow. Oh my God. Your university is probably thinking, where do you find this shit? My God. They're like, you're taking your advice from FilmFan 108, and they still let you into the building. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh man. Good Lord. Okay, let's see here. Mr. Dingo, are you a wrestling fan? If so, have you watched AEW? I haven't watched. See, I haven't watched wrestling as in a really long. The last time I really was watching wrestling again was like 2001, 2002. At that point, WCW was pretty much done, and a lot of the other stuff was done too. I had sort of I had sort of lost interest in wrestling at that point, so that was sort of my sort of thing. I had lost it, but I don't know. So yeah, I don't know, man. I was sort of I'm not big into wrestling anymore, like I used to be. Unfortunately. Uh, let's see. Um, hey Reggie, thank you for being part of the live stream. Hey Seth, hope all is well. We need more Dollar Tree sales, Reggie. Reggie, we need to hold back on the Dollar Tree sales, man. I mean, the selection was okay this time around. We got to hold back, man, a little bit. I actually appreciated when Dollar Tree did their their big sales like every couple of months, where they were able to get a lot of selection out there. I haven't seen a lot of really great selection in a while. However, that being said, new sales can surprise me, so we'll see. Celluloid therapy. Fun fact: Nolan has stated that the decreased volume was intentional. Really, there is essentially zero chance that it had to do with a poor sound mixer. His reason, I have no idea, but it was pretty annoying. Yeah, it is annoying, man. I mean, if that was intentional, then that's bullshit, dude. So you don't want people to know what the plot is of your movie and what your characters are saying? Then why do they even have dialogue? If you did that intentionally, like why? That makes no sense to me. That's stupid. Just say that's really idiotic. Let's see. Sleepy Vampire Boy. People just need to go back to not getting triggered like so many things. And I always say, if you don't like it, don't watch it. And I agree with you 110%. Aaron, when I think of Tommy Lee Jones, I think of the Men in Black movies, Batman Forever, The Fugitive, and U.S. Marshals, and the Jeff Bridges action film Blown Away. Oh my God, blown away, such a good movie. And U.S. Marshals is also a really good movie too, man. U.S. Marshals is great. So for me, yeah, he's good. I'm not gonna lie, Tommy Lee Jones is good. Hey Seth, do you think streaming will ban the new Tom and Jerry movie? Have heard rumors there. Um. Oh, I haven't heard anything about Tom and Jerry. I mean, mind you, I haven't watched it yet. It is on HBO Max. I'm kind of hesitant because I've heard bad things about it though. So I don't know. Um, let's see. Mark, wrestling for the WWF 1997 up until the Attitude Era. EC. Oh, I used to watch ECW. Yeah, yeah. Those were the good old days. You can't really get those good old days back, man. Uh, s- mm, Sleepy Vampire Boy. This happened to me when I got Chapter 2 on 4K. I got no slip from Amazon, but they had 20 copies with slips at Best Buy. I was like, yeah, look, man, I would love to say that you can trust Amazon. I would love to say that anytime I buy anything from Amazon, I can trust them. Can't. No, nothing. No, can't trust them at all, man. So I want to trust Amazon. I do. But I get so much bad shit in the mail from Amazon, and I just I would buy from Amazon if they package the shit better. They package it in these flimsy little like almost paper sleeves, and I'm like, it's gonna damage it. It's gonna damage the discs, and it's gonna damage the artwork and the slipcovers. And I'm like, you're a huge multi-billion-dollar company. You can't do better with your packaging? Why? I don't know. Whatever. Um. Uh. Ryan, I sent a photo on Twitter. I'll have to look on that. Jermaine, LOL. Our students enjoy the films. They do. Wow. Well, tell them, Jermaine. Tell the students that FilmFan 108 says I appreciate the love, and I'll give you more recommendations. But your university chancellor must be pissed. Oh my god. Oh man. Um let's see. Reggie, I subscribe to Cinema Sickness. And he buys movies he hasn't seen like a lot of us. Yeah, yeah. Since Cinema Sickness is great, I love Cinema Sickness, and he's always somebody that I take a lot of recommendations from. So I love his stuff, man. Celluloid theory politics are toxic, and they shouldn't be. We should be able to have respectful conversations. I agree completely. Um, Jermaine, have you ever watched Miami Connection? Pre-pandemic, we had a bad movie weekend. Miami Connection, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, and The Room were our most popular bad films. I've never seen the Miami Connection. I've heard nothing but really great things about the Miami Connection. Now, mind you, I've heard really it's really terrible. Like it's not good, but it's like so bad that it's good movie. I gotta watch it. I've heard good things about it though, and I love good bad movies. Well, some good bad movies. I have a lot of them in the collection. So l- let's see here. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Janine. I don't have a weed strain because I don't smoke weed. I'm just I'm just naturally this weird. Reggie, good night. Thank you for being part of the live stream. Let's see. Seth, I have a recommendation for you and everyone else. Adam Chaplin. It seems no one about this movie, but I loved it. Very low budget, but insane practical effects and cool revenge story. I'll look that up. Adam Chaplin. I've never heard of that one. I'll look that one up. Ever seen Edgar Allan Poe's Mansions of Madness? Nuclear Heat. I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it. That's another recommendation. You guys are giving great recommendations tonight. I appreciate it, man. You guys really are. Mr. Dingo, I appreciate you actually buying movies when you do the Tuesday new releases videos. Thank you for the 2 hour vids. I prefer it that way rather than a short 15-minute video. Keep up the awesome content. Mr. Dingo, thank you so much. I know it's 2 hours or more and I dive into it. And I know that a lot of people are like, oh my God, they're long videos. But I want to be able to look back on my videos and be like, hey, I didn't just phone it in, right? Because, you know, it's as much for me as it is for you guys that I can look back on these videos and say, oh, hey, that's really cool that I did these videos in like 2 hours and I dived into all the topics and the interesting talking points. And it's something that I like to do. It's not for everybody. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's mine. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. What do you hope about the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League, Lil Tay? I'm hoping it's good. That's what I'm hoping for. I mean, I didn't hate Justice League, the Joss Whedon one, but I didn't think it was all that great either. And I felt like they put a lot of extra comedy in it, like a lot of extra like comedic moments. And Zack Snyder has said like that was totally not him. Like, he didn't put that stuff in there. That was all Joss Whedon. They reshot all of the Superman stuff, or most of it. And so for me, I'm gonna say that I'm just hoping that it's like a big epic, almost Avengers style experience is what I'm hoping for. Like this 4 hour epic, like we get really great action, get great special effects, we get great characters, some great dialogue, and a lot of memorable moments. That's what I'm hoping for. If we can get that, then that's what I want, man. The film is called Adam Chaplin. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely look that one up. What would you consider to be the most underrated franchise? Mine would be Phantasm from Mark. God, yeah, Phantasm is very underrated. God, what else would be underrated? I think, kind of looking at it, it's like, what would be? I don't know. I will say the Chucky ones. Hmm. What would be? Huh. That's a good question. I don't know. Hmm. I'll probably agree with you and say the Phantasm ones are probably good. Are the ones I would probably pick though. Is the Phantasm ones. Yeah, because they are good though. Yeah, I will say Phantasm. Um, it's one of those disturbing movies with great imagery. Fascinating movie. Very hard to find though, and only available on DVD. Check out the trailer later. Mansion of Madness. Yeah, I will. Hmm. Thank you, Nuclear Heat, for letting me know. I appreciate that. Um, Sal, do you have a favorite Stephen King made for TV miniseries movie? Um, Made for TV? No, not necessarily. I mean, well, okay, that's not true. I do love Salem's Lot. I will say that Salem's Lot, like the original Salem's Lot, is great, and actually, I do really like the one with Rob Lowe. The the remake, the Salem Lot remake with Rob Lowe was pretty decent as well. So I will say Salem's Lot. I do, and of course, The Stand, which was not the new Stand because I haven't watched that yet. The old Stand. I do like that one too. Um, uh, have you seen The Greasy Strangler? Yes, I have seen The Greasy Strangler, and I am that movie. That movie is all kinds of weird. I wasn't a fan of it, but I appreciate the weirdness. That's ooh. Yeah, that's an odd one. That one. Um Lil Tay, the Snyder Cut is 4 hours long. I personally think Josh Whedon's cut was ridiculous, and I really hope this. Yeah, I hope this one comes out good, man. I really do. I'm hoping it does, man. And I've never seen Panic Beats, so I'm not sure about that one actually. The Cycle series is underrated. Everyone knows yeah, I guess the Cycle. I didn't I didn't think about the Cycle series, but yeah, the Cycle series is underrated, isn't it? It is. Yeah, I love Psycho 2, 3, and 4. That is another underrated one. I was thinking what was be, but you are right. The first Cycle is very memorable. Everybody loves it, but 2, 3, and 4, especially 3 and 4, doesn't get as much love. They're really good though. Yeah, they are underrated. You are right. Cheers, sir. Hmm. Hmm. Definitely need a drink on that one. Let's see. My issue with Zack Snyder is his overuse of CGI. It blurs the lines. Yeah, he uses a lot of CGI, but then again, a lot of filmmakers use CGI. So why not him? I don't know. Have you seen the movie The Beaver with Mel Gibson? Yes, I have seen The Beaver, where he has the puppet and everything. I love that. And actually directed by Jodie Foster, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, it is an odd one, but I kind of like it. Yeah, not many people talk about that one. Hmm. Agreed, way too much CGI nowadays ruins me. Yeah, it does ruin a lot of movies. Sometimes it helps, but it does ruin movies. Too much CGI. Okay, I don't think many people seen the Gundam Asylum as a horror movie, and it's amazing. The first half is kind of boring, but the second half is spectacular. Really? Gundam Asylum? I've never heard of that one. That's another one I gotta look up. I gotta like write all these down. I'm not gonna. Nightbreed was seriously underrated. Nightbreed, love Nightbreed. Nightbreed, Nightbreed, love Nightbreed. Huge fan of Nightbreed. Love that movie so much, man. That's a good goddamn movie. Nuclear Heat was your rant on DVD shaming in regards to the post on several films Facebook group. I can't say whether it was or not because I'm not gonna go out and say that. But I've seen posts on Facebook where people shame others on just getting DVD, and I mean, yes, would it be nice for these people to upgrade? Sure, fine, whatever. But to me, I just don't see the point. I mean, if they love DVD and DVD is still around and they can buy popular films and they can buy a lot of stuff through DVD still, I don't see what the point is. If they still like the format, what's wrong with them keeping with the format that they love? Why do we have to force people to get the latest and greatest thing? Why? Because we need them to? Because what? Because we want everybody to be the same as us, to buy the same shit? Like, I don't buy a lot of 4Ks. I'm okay with people buying 4K, but it's not always my thing. I don't always buy DVD anymore, but I appreciate it. So I don't get it. Like, if they like DVDs, they like DVDs. As long as we're buying physical media, what's the point? I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Whatever. Um, let's see. Minecraft. Olivier Megaton ruins action movies. Yeah, he's not really good of a filmmaker. That guy. Like some of the movies that could have been great weren't. Yeah, I know. Celluloid Therapy. I didn't enjoy the Greasy Strangler either. Yeah. I wasn't a fan, man. I mean, I like weird shit. Don't get me wrong. I like weird stuff. That just was very bizarre out there. Like really bizarre, man. Have you seen Fat Man with Mel Gibson? I have, and I love Fat Man. Fat Man is awesome. That's a really great, fantastic movie, and I did buy it. I love that movie so much. Oh, action movies. Where? Yes, Fat Man. Fat Man. Batman, baby. Yes, I did pick up Batman. Very nice, of course I did. Um, let's see. Is the action film Salt any good? I kind of like Salt. I mean, it's not Angelina Jolie's best, but I like Salt. It's good. Mm, let's see. Do you think they'll remake the Rocky Dennis? Um, I don't know whether they'll remake the Mask movie. I don't know if I want them to. Because it's a really good movie. I don't see why they would do it though. I don't know. All right, guys, I'm gonna be leaving in probably like 5 or 10 minutes because it's getting late and I gotta get to bed. So the last questions, roll them up because I'm gonna get going, guys. Um, the one was shared. No, I don't think I really do like that movie though. Ryan, I'm gonna say Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight was great, but I actually prefer Bordello of Blood a little more. I love Bordello of Blood. Bordello of Blood is awesome, man. Um, a lot of people don't really like it because of Dennis Miller, and but I kind of like that movie, man. I mean, it's cheesy. It's not the best, but I kind of like it though, man. I do. Let's see. Blu-ray seems cheap enough now to make the jump. Justin, first of all, thank you for checking out the live stream. Um, um, See, Blu-ray is cheap enough to make the jump. I agree with you. There's a lot of really great media out there for Blu-ray. You could make the jump now and get a lot of great titles for cheap, great stuff. The problem is there's still a lot of movies that are on DVD that have not been on Blu-ray yet. And I think people a lot of people have invested so much into DVD that they feel like they don't really feel like they need to make the jump to Blu-ray because a lot of that stuff just hasn't made it onto the Blu-ray format, and that's the problem. I think we got a long ways to go. There's so much titles that still need to be on Blu-ray, let alone 4K. I'd like to see people make the jump from DVD to Blu-ray, but if they don't, I'm not against them. Put it that way. If they want to stick with DVD and if that's their preferred format, I'm fine with it. Put it that way. Um, Train to Busan Peninsula was absolutely the most disappointing film of the year for me. The absolute silly CGI was embarrassing. Yeah, I didn't mind it. It wasn't terrible, but if you're comparing it to Train to Busan, yeah, it's pretty rough. Um, Using CGI the Superman mustache outside me giant. Use more. Yeah, that mustache stuff was so terrible, wasn't it? Like I remember watching Justice League in the theater, and like the opening scene comes up with Superman, right? And it's like it's there right in the beginning of the fucking movie, and I'm like, oh god, like I'm like it's so terrible and it's so noticeable. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, that was so bad, dude. At the very least, this movie is not going to have that, so that's a plus. um, let's see. Celluloid therapy DVD is still the biggest selling format, and you're actually right. Celluloid DVD. It's kind of weird to say that, but DVD is still the biggest selling format. It's not Blu-ray and it's not 4K. It's DVD. And I know that shocks a lot of people, but that's why DVD is still around. Like a lot of people have said, "Oh, why is DVD still around? It's ancient. It's still around because it still sells. That's why. That's the point." So I understand why people stick with DVD. It's a tried and true format. It still lasted to this day. So why not? I don't know, just saying. Um, Ben Grimm hated the Greasy Strangler. It was annoying. It was annoying. It just, I don't know. For some reason, I just was like, I was sitting there. What's the point of this movie? Like, what's the point of it? It's just like they're like these two really disgusting, annoying human beings that are sitting in their underwear or wearing pink most of the movie. What the fuck is this? Like, I didn't like it, man. Um. Okay, we're gonna be wrapping up in a few minutes, guys, because I gotta get going, man. I got some sleep, so um. Let's see. Any underrated surreal movie recommendations along the lines of Holy Mountain? Oh wow. Surreal. I don't know. I'd have to get back to you on that nuclear heat. I don't know, man. I'd have to. Yeah, I'd have to get back to you on that one. Seriously, like off the top of my head, I can't even think of anything. Um. uh, Little Tay, awesome. I'm glad you like Fat Man. It gets a lot of hate when it doesn't deserve. I like Fat. Does it get a lot of hate? Does Fat Man get hate? Because I thought it was good. I loved Mel Gibson playing Santa. I love the action. It's a little quirky and dramatic. I thought it was good. Yeah, I did. I thought it was really good, man. Ryan McCormick, another valid point of buying DVD is because certain DVDs don't have a Blu-ray release. See, it's what I'm saying. Some DVDs don't have Blu-ray releases. So, see, the problem is they, as much as I love Blu-ray, as much as I think Blu-ray is amazing and it's the format that I love, I still know that DVD is still a preferred format because of so when the DVD revolution happened, everybody was buying DVDs. It was everything was coming out. Everything was coming out on DVD. And then when Blu-ray came out, a lot came out, but not everything. And a lot of stuff that is still on DVD to this day still does not have a Blu-ray release. So forget 4K. It hasn't even hit Blu-ray yet. So a lot of people still find that format of DVD still worthy. And until that changes, DVD is going to be the way to go for a lot of people. It's just the facts. It's truth. Let's see. I never understood the hate on formats. I always say if you love the movie, you'll watch it on any format, and if you're not a movie person, yeah, it doesn't matter. DVD, VHS, 4K, Blu-ray, it doesn't matter. If you love the movie, you're a movie lover regardless. Doesn't matter what format it is. Stop the hate. Just saying. Let's see. Uh, Cellular therapy. There you go. Jump cuts ruin action films too. I don't need 400 cuts in every 2 minutes of film. I agree with that. Um, Drive with Ryan Gosling. I love Drive. When will Blood and Blood Out, Blood In and Blood Out come out to Blu-ray? I don't know, Mr. Dingo. Then again, I think you can say that about a lot of movies on DVD when it'll come to Blu-ray. I mean, literally, you could write an entire huge list going on Blu-ray.com of stuff that hasn't even hit on Blu-ray yet. So I guess get in line, man, because it may be a while. Um, I'm glad I made it to the stream this time. Last stream I got the times mixed up. No, it's all good, Curious Hawk. Thank you for watching the live stream. I appreciate it, man. Mr. Dingo, and you should do more live streams. It's cool getting a chance to ask you questions. Thank you, Mr. Dingo. I don't do a lot of these. Sometimes I'm really busy, or sometimes I totally forget to do live streams. I know I should do more because everybody does these live streams, and it gets you guys interact with me, and I interact with you, and maybe if maybe people can find the channel a little bit more because of it. I should do more. I promise. I will do more. Maybe not always frequently week to week, but I will do more. I promise, man. Thanks for the live stream. Don't forget to watch Miami Connection. I definitely will watch Miami Connection. Thank you so much, and thank you for curating your university library based on my recommendations. That blows my mind, man. Blows my mind. Um, Cellular therapy, sleep well, sad. I need to watch my Devils hockey game while my eyes are still open. See you next time. See you next time, cellular therapy. Thanks for checking out the live stream. Troy, a sale for physical media is a win, whether DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K. I appreciate that thinking, Troy. Minecraft, good night. Have a good night, Sir Mark. I like the fact that you go out of your way to answer our questions, unlike some others. And there is one individual, unless you send a super chat, aka money, he won't answer your questions. Really? I'd be very interested to know who that is, but I won't. I won't dive into it. I will answer your questions. You guys don't have to send me money. You don't have to do super chats. I mean, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate it. I am poor. But that being said, you guys don't have to. You guys keep your money. We live in a rough economy, a rough world, and every penny helps. And so, guys, you mean a lot to me. So just being here is just enough. So thank you. I appreciate it, man. Sad, thanks for doing this live stream. Always a pleasure to talk movies with you. Always a pleasure, Griff. Cellular therapy DVD has hit the perfect combination of price point and quality. Hence, people are just fine with it, and so am I. Agreed. Like I said, my Beverly Hillbillies movie DVD. Beverly Hillbillies on DVD. I knew I liked you, Ryan. Aaron, Seth, have you seen Coming to America from I have. We'll be doing a review very soon, so keep a lookout for that. All right. that should be it, guys. Oh my god, I've gotten through all of your questions. You guys literally gave me so many freaking questions. I had to catch up so much. Oh my god, guys. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the live stream this time around, guys. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you for the love. Hopefully, I gave the love right back to you. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other live streams that I've done. There are lengthy live streams, just like this one, but really, really fun. Check out the DVD and Blu-ray out and about videos, movie hunting, movie reviews with my friends, Blu-ray pickup videos, and much, much more. If you're a lover of movies and physical media, definitely hit subscribe and become part of the FilmFanNation, man. I have a wonderful, wonderful, loyal set of followers. You guys are absolutely amazing. You give me the love, and I appreciate it so, so much. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart so much, guys. Thank you beyond words. I appreciate it so much. And keep up to date with everything I'm doing through Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. FilmFan108. Keep up to date with everything I'm doing, plus special pictures and videos I do from time to time on social media as well. Oh, goodness, and thank you for the great live stream, fun streams. Oh, thank you guys so much for the love. And I will see you back next time for a brand new live stream extravaganza. Can't wait for the next one. I'll see you guys then. Until the next time, stay cool, guys.